Okay, so I should be live on both now. I realized that I could simply start them at the same time because it can handle it. I'm not used to my device being able to do that, but it can do that. So I did that this time. So I don't have any load up time like the last couple where I'm setting up the other one, as I have realized I can just do one, do them at the same time. But today we will be having some tournaments as usual. Some puzzles I'm sure will be done. But yeah, I had a really good day chess wise. I went undefeated. Well, I hit 2100 rapid for the first time. Although I will say it was more. I'm sure I could be higher too, but I just don't like rapid that much. But I wanted to see if I could, and I can. So I was satisfied just seeing that, and I think I could get a little bit more too whenever I do put in some more time for it. But yeah, I went undefeated in the CCL quarterfinals. I went 4-0. My team, we cruised to a victory, and we are going to the semifinals. So that's really cool. This the last team I'll ever be a part of, more than likely. So it feels good. It feels good to be doing this well on the tournament. Whatever happens, we'll have 2 more matches regardless. Kind of similar to the World Cup, where if they make it to the semifinals, they at least get 2 shots at the candidate. Like, we'll get 2 more matches this weekend. So even if we lose the first one, we'll have a 3rd place match. But there's no way. Aw, man. Okay, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on, 1 sec. Okay, we're back on this one, and then we're back here. Okay, sorry. My mom called. I gotta answer my mom. Gotta make sure she's alright. But we're about to get back to the stream. Let me make sure all the audios are back, because I unmuted there and there. Okay, that looks all good. But yeah, it felt good to get a win there. But let's get back to the puzzles happening right now. We have enough people who do tournaments, but right now I don't know if we have enough. The knight's gonna slide in, taking here, and then take the rook here in the corner. And you're just gonna take this knight here. You're gonna go up to win that game. This one, I think you'll... Oh, it's queen here. Yeah, you could... I don't even know if you can win material, but it's just checkmate there. The rook's going to slide down. The queen's going to go here. You could take check and then take here, and then queen here, checkmate. Alright, the rook's going to slide back. Honestly, is the rook trapped? I think... Well, no, it's not trapped because it can go down here. But then, you could just take there, then it is trapped. Yeah, here, and then now it is trapped. So you're going to take here on e6. Go to this next one. The knight's going to take here for a fork. You can take here check on h2. The king's going to slide over. So if you slide down check here, could you go back here and then win the knight? That's probably what it is. Let me double check though. But I'm pretty sure it's just this. And then you go here, and you take that knight there. And the knight's going to slide taking. This is a check as well. And then this is also hanging. You have a lot going on right now with the black pieces. King slides up seems like the simplest, because they just take. I just feel like there's no other option, honestly. Oh, but take, then you go here. So, I think it is this. And then you go rook here. And then, yeah, you take this here. That's check, but the rook can take it. Alright, your queen can capture here. Oh, no, you can just take here on f7. That's checkmate. Alright, the rook's going to slide back. You can slide back with the check. Now have your bishop go on this diagonal here on b3. And then take the rook here on f8. And that's going to be a win here with the white pieces. Next up, then you can take with the rook first. And then, well, if you go here, they can go there. The problem is the bishop here and then the queen here. I wanted my queen to get there. I want them to take and then checkmate when the king slides over. But it doesn't happen like that. Can you take, but then they take there? Is there a check over? Like, how do you get the mate? I feel like this is the next move, because this just doesn't work, and this doesn't work. So I'm sure this is it. I just don't see how you'll win after the king drops back, though. Well, this has to be the move. Okay, you have to figure it out. I want to see that, though. You don't have to know how to do it to do the puzzle correctly, but I am kind of curious. They go king here. Okay, it's mate in 4. QF5. Oh, okay. Well, that was actually pretty simple. I was looking at the position, like, you know, trying to take a pawn there. Apparently, you just take that. The rook's going to slide over. I believe it's just rook captures on d2. Rook captures d2, and they really can't do anything. I do remember you. Yes, I do, IO9. How are you doing? But yeah, the rook can capture here on d2. And then, yeah, that's probably all you have to do. And the rook can slide over here. And you take this, and that bishop's going to fall here in the center. And there's no back rank mate because the rook is there, gone. But the queen drops back here to d8. You can go knight here, attacking the king. Or rook here, and then knight here. You get the fork and win the queen here. Alright, 25 or 25. The rook's going to slide over here on e8. You can move your queen in. They could drop back, and then you could take this there. I think it is queen in here, but they drop that way. I think it's a similar idea. Rook capture. A lot of schoolwork. Yeah, I was just doing some schoolwork myself before I hopped on stream. Take this here. Oh, then back. Then you win the rook here. Wow, that's a pretty cool exchange of material. The bishop's going to go here attacking your queen. You could take this. They'll take. And then do you go there, check. They slide over, then you win the bishop. I think that's what you do. They have to take this. Now, if you take this, take, then this is hanging. But knight here, check. And then you take here on e7. You have a minor piece. The king is going to slide over here. We can go... Yeah, out after... I want to finish the puzzles and then, or finish this like survival run here, and then after that, if we don't have enough for tournament, definitely. Yeah, the king slides over. Rook can slide here, check. They go here and checkmate because the knight's gone in that escape square. I think it is rook here to e1. Yeah. Do this next one, and appreciate the likes there on TikTok from Nolan closing in on 50 there. But the rook's going to slide here to h7. All right, the rook can slide over, but then this king has an escape square. So then you check. So that's I'm not. Oh, I'm in check. Oh no, this is actually better. I missed this part, but yeah, this now makes the issue I was having is the king can go here, but now that you're forced to go king up, they can't. Yeah, they can't get out the way. So do you check over? Oh, do you have to take this first though? Is the only thing. Maybe it's not mate. Maybe the whole idea is that this is mate and they give up the knight. Because now if you go here, they go here. Take, and then here. Man, this is winning, but it definitely matters how you do this. It definitely matters how. My only thing with just taking is they have check. So I think you want to check here, throwing them here to make that take with check. No, that's wrong. No, apparently just take it. I'm guessing it's just take. Yeah, okay, why does this not work though? Oh, maybe the king is too close to the pawns. That could be what it is, because maybe here, yeah, okay, it's still a... Here, king d5. No, you king f4. Take here. Ah, yeah, the king's too close to the pawns. And the other line, they're not as close. That little thing makes quite the difference. But the queen's going to slide forward. Yeah, I've been doing not this that long, but Puzzle Storm on Lee Chess, very helpful in the speed. Anything special planned for 1,000 subs? So for 1,000 subs, I have a costume. That's like the only thing that I have, but it's more extravagant than the other ones I've worn on stream. But yeah, I don't want to spoil it though, but that's what I have planned. The king slides over. No, there's nothing there. Oh wait, is it bishop? It might be bishop there actually. Bishop here, they move their pawn forward. Oh, but then pawn forward stops it. The reason I'm thinking that is here, if they try and block the mate. Oh, just to win you check here. There's something here. I guess I know there's something here. It's a puzzle. This feels like this is not that hard though. And I'm just missing it. Because you can't take this. There's no rook here after for that sacrifice to work. So we know it's not that. We can just take that out of our mind. Here, taking that stops that from being mate. I really think it is just here. Oh no, I see it. It's here, right? Because if you go bishop here, then they have no defenders. They can only get one, and then you could sack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. It is there, and you have checkmate. All right, the king's going to slide forward. Knight here, because you have this pin on the king, so you could give that check. Then they drop back here. If they come back up, it's mate, so they couldn't do that. So it'd be here, here. and then here, and then back. Yeah, I think this is the first move. Okay. And this would have to be the second move then. Yeah, even if you don't see the whole thing, no other move would have worked there. So that's how you knew the second move. But their pawn takes here. Did it take something? Yeah, it takes there on c4. You have to be worried, because you give this check, they have this diagonal to kind of get away with no light square at bishop. So you have to be wary of that. I still think it's this, though. Because nothing else, it's kind of the same idea. Nothing else is even, like, doing anything. So let's say check. Is it? I mean, you win the queen. I feel like there's checkmate though, but this is winning the queen. Probably is also the tactic. Check over, take. Yeah, it might be that simple. Yeah, because there's no other check anyway. So you just take this here and you take. Are those? Not the next one just yet. Queen here, and now to the next one. The rook's going to slide over. Okay, the queen can just. Is that just mate in one? Oh, yeah, it's just mate in one. All right, so this next one. The king's going to go there. Check. These are easier than the other puzzle I just did. Honestly. Like 1599 versus this is crazy. This is just, I'm pretty sure check, back, and then mate. I'm like almost certain that's it. Oh yeah, because I can't go. Yeah, it's just that. Here and then here. Alright, so this next one. We can go knight here and then sack, take, and then checkmate. Versus. So yeah, so Richie, what I usually do is I do tournaments. I usually start the stream with a puzzle just because we don't have enough people for the tourney just yet. Just getting something on the screen. But like when this is over, whenever I lose, I'll create a viewer tournament. So I'll be in it though. It won't just be viewers. Like I'll be a participant. But yeah, their queen's going to take here on d6. If we take, rook capture, knight take, then this bishop falls here. So I don't think that's it. Could you? Nah, that checking first does nothing. Taking first does nothing. So what is it? Here, rook down. Oh, they lose 2p. Oh, I see. There, it's removing the defender there on f3. I want to do capture. Bet. Yeah, I usually don't I'll phrase that differently. I usually don't survive that long in the puzzle, and this anyway, so it won't be too much longer. I think take here, down. And then they go back. So wait, take, check, over, check, over. You can cause you could just sack for the you could just sack that again for the knight. Check, and then you sack here because that's gonna be mate now. And then there has to be something else that wins it that I'm not seeing. Because do you take with check? There has to be mate. Because there's no way you did all this and there's no checkmate. There may not be a mate. Because let's see, at the start you were down a piece. So is it just to take the rook and take the bishop? That feels way too passive. There's no way that's the idea, but that might be the best thing. Because check here, up, over. I mean, they could just go back up actually. Yeah, and then it wouldn't be. That might just be it. And then you just take the bishop. That's crazy. That's kind of lame. But I guess sometimes that's what you have to do in a chess game. Is just get to equality. But their queen's going to slide over. Alright. I think you just take here for checkmate. That's kind of boring. But that's mate there for puzzle 38. We can take over and then mate here. Another pretty simple mate. I think. Yeah, here. And then knight's going to capture. And that's going to be game. Alright, the king slides forward. Now this is a mate net, but the knight's not defended. So it's not really a mate net in that sense. So your pawn can't move. So that's how you know the knight can't stay here. But what you notice is they are cut off backwards regardless. So I think you go knight back. They can't go there. They can only move linearly. Then you slide the rook so here, up, rook here, over, and oh, you still can't go f4 though. That does make it a little difficult. It has to be knight back because this just doesn't work, and it has to be a check. So I'm going to go. This is the first move. Yeah, I don't even see it all the way, but that has to be the first move. All right, their king's here. Now it's easier to see it, I think. So they can't get out the way here. So it's probably winning material instead of winning the game. If you give a check, they just go here. That doesn't feel like that's right. If you go knight here, they could just go back. This is a little difficult. Rook slides over. They wouldn't go there. That's what I was calculating, but that also would just be fine. So if we go rook here to f7, king to e5, or king to there. King sitting here on e4. Knight back doesn't do anything. This rook is so far. It has to be winning this knight somehow. That's what I'm thinking. You have to win the knight somehow. Oh, wait. Is it just rook check? Oh, it's just, is that just me? Yeah. Rook check. Oh, yes, it is when it's here and then rook over. All right, I see it. All right, now it's going to slide here to e7. We go knight here to c7. I think that's it. And then just go over and you have checkmate at the end. Yeah, because they can't slide over. Yeah. Here and then rook down. All right, go to the next one. Their pawn's going to take here on f7. PG likes there, Larry. d5. Okay. So that, you saw that one as well. I think you just take here on h3, and then you have checkmate, because there's no check, believe it or not. I mean, this is check, but you would just take it and you go back, because the queen can't slide down, so you know that you're safe that way. So I believe it is just take, and then you would take, and then here, and then, oh, but you can't go there. Well, I think this is the first move though. Yeah, they do. That's the check I was talking about. You have to take. This is actually forced, so you have to take. You go back, rook down. Oh, that's not it at all. Okay, you may have to go. Do you have to? No, there's no way you have to capture this. I really don't know. Because if you go here, this is actually winning. Because you take a mate, promote to a queen because it's diagonal. So do you have to take the rook? There's no way that's the puzzle. There's no way. But I think that's it. Because there's nothing else you could do. Like here, also runs into queen. Am I just missing this? I think that's all they would have to do. Well, this is made. I guess this is made in one. So maybe the idea is here, queen, here. That might be the move. Because if you go here, but they could just go queen down though, and then it's not made in one anymore. Oh, is it just knight here? Yeah, that's probably just knight here. Yeah, and you take this here. All right, that took way too long, but luckily it's not timed. What if Magnus Carlsen? All right, so the queen's gonna slide here to a8. We can go rook. No, rook can't go down because the queen will just take it. Queen here to d7. I'm looking at checks. I know these are not the moves, obviously, but I'm just saying any check that I see right now. And Jose and Christ for Life, appreciate those likes on TikTok. Closing on 2.5 thousand. All ready to start off the live stream. Rook down doesn't do anything. Here doesn't do anything. I don't see anything that does anything right here. Oh, you could go here. That's something. Here you're threatening checkmate, so they'd have to go up. Then maybe you could take setting this up. That's my guess. Or is it rook? Or you go rook over, and that's actually probably it. But no, rook over bishop here, because the idea was to go there, take, and then like the rook slice at the end, checkmating. But the bishop could block. So if you go this way, this actually does threaten mate in one. The knight could go back, but the same idea of maybe taking and having access to the c file. That could be it. I think it's bishop here. No, it's not. Okay, it's not bishop there. Rook c7. Oh my god, yeah, rook c7. How did I miss that? Here, yeah, and this is just made in one. Okay, that is a crazy miss. I think I solved some harder puzzles than that one. Let's go here. I have one more strike. Honestly, it'd be kind of good to get it wrong. It's probably time for a tournament. We could go here. They go back. So you can't do it that way. You have to give a check here first. So you keep them in this kind of cage. And then, oh, then you could go bishop back. They could even get a queen, but you have checkmate at the end. Yeah. Here, they go over. Now, you don't stop the mate, but you go bishop here, lining up the king to get mated on that square, which they can't actually stop whatever they promote to. Yeah, they get the queen, but this is just checkmate. Let's go to this next one. The knight's going to slide in. You can take with check. King over. Knight. Okay, the knight obviously can't slide in. So that's part of the puzzle. The knight can't go there. There's some sacrifice that I'm not seeing, though. So bishop captures. King here. If you go down... And you can't move your other rook over because the bishop is guarding that square. And the pawn can't go up either. I still think... Is it just a fork? That feels way too simplified. But it could just be a fork. And that's all that it is. Because you... Oh, but you're down a piece, though. So that wouldn't be good. So I think it's bishop here. That's my first thought. Bishop here. Alright. See if we can figure out the rest of it. Knight down to f7. What would that do? Oh, is it bishop here? That makes way more sense too. Yeah, I think it's bishop here to e4. because you now you can get to that square and still check. Yeah, b4, but you don't take the bishop though. The knight's still here, and you have a mate on the board with here. The only issue is they could then go back, but maybe you still need to threaten it. That's the one thing about puzzles that I'm not 100% sure on, because if you go rook here to h1, that is going to be mate. But taking here, you would just win. Oh, this is not free though, so yeah, it is just rook here. Alright, the knight's going to slide over, but like you just win the material. Because you can't, because check, they take. No, that wouldn't work. I think take, no, that doesn't work. Take, let it take that. So you have to do some type of check then. Rook slides down. If the knight takes, oh, then bishop here. Oh, that's gorgeous. Here, and then bishop here for checkmate. Well, that's crazy. Alright, the knight's going to slide back. Queen can slide down here to e6, attacking the king. If they go back all the way, there's nothing after. So it has to be an open board mate. It's just queen in. That seems kind of simple, but I think it is just queen there. Because the king can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. I think it is just queen. Yeah. Go to the next one. They're going to slide the rook over. The difference in difficulty there is kind of crazy. That's like the same. That's the 45th hardest puzzle, apparently. Alright, so the rook's going to slide all the way over. We're going to go bishop here to c4, potentially, attacking the king. They slide, and then Ilya, appreciate those likes there, closing in on 5,000, or 4.1 thousand. They can go bishop to c4, attacking the king. They slide over, rook down, but they go king out the way. There's a double check forcing something, or bishop here, attacking the knight, but the bishop can slide up. And I think if they get bishop e3, then they're pretty defended. So that's why I'm leaning towards the double check. It's just after this, how do you win the game? Oh, no, I see it. Because after here, so it's bishop here, king here, bishop here. They can only block this way, and then that is mate, right? Yeah, here. But this isn't mate, right? Because they have king here. But you go bishop here first, and then rook down, because you block them off with that, doing that. All right. This one, I think it's take. They can't go over, so they would have to go here. So it's take over, check. They'd have to go over again. Now this is where I'm confused, because how would you win the game? Like, because your rook can't move, so you can't sack your queen. That wouldn't make any sense. But you have to be up material, or this wouldn't be the puzzle. So you have to take with check, over. If you check again, they go over. Take, they're still checkmate, because you can't take that because of mate. That's the whole point of this puzzle. Here, if you slide your queen in after they go over, you still can't take that. Wow, this is kind of difficult. Queen slides here, runs into the same problem of king over, just down, and they're in the corner, and you can't take it. I think this is the first move though, because it has to be the first move. Queen captures here on f4, and when slide over, check, over. Let's see. It has to be here. Here? It has to be qf2. This one's nasty. Oh, no, I don't read it. I think that has the move order in it. Alright. I'll read that after, Mr. T. Queen, I want to see how I can figure this one out. If you check, they go over. This is crazy. How do you do this? Okay, rook captures e8. That you can't do that. Process of elimination. You can't move the rook. That just won't work. You have to check them in some way, or q captures f8 is checkmate. So just with that, we have a limited amount of moves. That's why I think it's qf2. Because you can't, if you move off the f file, the rook falls. If you don't check, then it just doesn't work. So I think it's qf2. I just don't see the follow after qh1. There, if you go here, is there anything? So this is a check. It's the only thing you could possibly do. They could go here. So qd4, king over. This is, I may have to just get this one wrong. I have no idea. Like, I see, this is what I think, because this doesn't make any sense. Or, I mean, it makes sense, but there's literally no follow-up. This has at least some more squares that are available with qd4. But I'm not sure I see what you could even do with the more squares with queen here to d4. But if you gave this check, they slit their king. Oops. Give this check, they slide their king over. Is there anything? You still can't do that. Dude, I'm so confused. Okay, but this can't be it. No, that's wrong. All right, what is it? What is it? Is it queen to f2 is the question. We got to 46, not that bad. It is qf2. No, no way. That is crazy, because if they go down here, you just take, and that's mate. That is... I see him. You got it, Mr. T. That's kind of crazy. But we have a lot of people in the stream. So if you are new here, we do tournaments usually. I do this to warm up. I did okay, but we can do a 3+0 arena. That's usually what we do. It's like a viewer tournament. If you're watching on TikTok, you'll join in through a link in my club, or you can go to my YouTube, PJ's Chess, or my Twitch, PJ's Chess 993. I put the link in the chat. Let's see. Oh, my team won in the Collegiate Chess League today, so we're going to the semifinals. So we're going to celebrate that semifinals bound. That was pretty cool. We're going 3+0. Set this up. Unrated. Right now, it's about 9:49. All right. I just made the tournament, so if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, here is the link in the chat for you. And if you're watching on TikTok, I'm about to put it in the notes section right now. So again, my club is PJ's Chess. The same thing as my username there, and then you can go to my YouTube or my Twitch for the link as well. MSU, but or my Twitch as well, and the link's there. Yeah, I'm joining in. We need 3 more people to do it, and since we have 5 minutes, I'll do a 5-minute puzzle where I see how far we can get into that before the tournament starts in. So we got to 46 with no time. Let's see what we can get with the time. All right, they're going to go here. This is just a free bishop, I'm pretty sure, so you can just take there on g7. All right, the rook's going to slide down. This is going to be mate into take, and then take here. All right, next, queen's going to slide down, capturing for mate. This is also mate. This is also mate. The first few are always pretty boring, but as you guys saw, the further down, the more intriguing they get, or the harder they get. All right, checkmate, 8 for 8, 9 for 9. See if we get 10 for 10. All right, rook over just traps the queen, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they could take that. Oh, but then you take, and then take, and then you take that. So that, oh, but if you go here, bishop can also move. So I don't think that's it. Knight here, they can take. Already got more difficult than I think it is. I must not see this one, though, because it can't be that hard this early on. Here, bishop moves. This is the 9th easiest puzzle, or 10th easiest. This has to be much simpler than I'm making it. Rook a2. The bishop moves. So knight up is then my next thought. But then they take. But then what if you go knight there? But that nothing's free. I'm just going to go here. Yeah, I don't know why that works, but it is there. Queen's going to slide over for me. All right, the queen's going to slide in. Check. Knight takes, and then checkmate here. Or knight moves, then checkmate. Here you sack the queen, and you have mate here at the end of the board. This will be mate into with the queen sliding down. Here, similar idea, sacking on f1 with the rook taking it at the end. Against the FIDE Master. Is this your new coach or something? But yeah, we can take here on e5. They slide, rook over, king up, checkmate. Take, yeah, it doesn't make you go that far in it. All right, you have the white, yeah, the white pieces here. How is this a win? This is a win somehow. So if you go up, they just take, obviously. So that's not it. Here they would just take. Do you push this pawn forward? So let's say up, down, up, here, take, up, over. Yeah, they can't stop both. That's the problem. You don't have to take now. I think you're actually losing if you take now. So you have to do it this way, and then here, and now you push this pawn forward, and then this pawn forward. They can only stop one of them, which is why that works. Queen sliding in for the check. They go king over. I will say I don't see... I guess you could just go in, because there's no check, yeah. Here, and then down, and then that's just mate there on h2 at the end. If you slide over, check, king down, queen here. Here, yeah, I think that's what it is. The queen's going to slide in. There's mate in 1. So you know that you have mate in this puzzle. You would have to. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be a puzzle. They have mate in 1. So they have to be all checks. The knight's going to slide in. King's going to come forward. And then queen over. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Here, and then here, and then here. All right, so the next one. Queen drops back. Oh, this is a sack, right? Yeah, you sack, and then rook's going to slide here to h8, and then you take. So you guard in that escape square there. The pawn's going to slide in. Take. Yeah. All right, 22. You take here, check, bishop here, and take the rook. Rook. Oh, yeah, you sack. And then they take, and then it's the same thing as the QF1 sacrifices we've been doing every time I do a puzzle. Where it happens so often in this, and it never happens in the game. Rook's going to slide down here, check, up, and then down. Or I did the move order wrong, but you get the idea. Here, and then you go here, and then because they have to... So, oh, you'll see in a second. And then rook goes down here. All right, so this next one, the rook's going to slide over. I think you have to sack, because up, rook over, back, down, up, mate. Let's see, here, 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 and there's me mate at the end. All right, the king's going to slide, taking that. You must have to go here, because here there's no mate after they go up. Yeah, you just can't get on the diagonal. So I think it has to be here. Then you take, and then checkmate here. All right, go to the next one. The rook's going to slide down. Then again, if you want to join in the tournament, we're doing like this is a time puzzle rush survival. You want to hop in the tournament, you can go to my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess, the same thing as my TikTok username. And then once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for the tournament. Or you go to my YouTube, the same username, PJ's Chess. Or my Twitch, PJ's Chess 993. I put the link in those chats. I put it on TikTok, but you just can't. We can go queen down here. They go up. I'm not sure if that's it. But actually, is it here then? I don't see this one as easily as some of the other ones I've seen, to be honest. I think you'd have to go here, because they get in the corner, you can't really do anything. So that wouldn't make that much sense. Rook here, I think doesn't really work. This is also free. I have 13 seconds left. I don't know if I'm going to get this. Because rook here, they just take. But is there another option? Oh, that is the move. Okay, that is right. Alright, 4 seconds left. There's no point in trying this. We got 28. Not that bad. Not that bad. Close a few things out here. Alright, let's go to the arena. We have no people in it. We do. We have 5 people. So if you want to hop in, you can still hop in. This one is 7 seconds left. Anyone can join. There's no fee or anything. Everyone's allowed to play in it if you want to play. But some 3+0 arena. The more the better. The more variety of people. But this is game number 1. I haven't played in a couple hours, but I played a lot earlier today. Yeah, I went 4-0 in the CCL. That was a really good feeling. We're going to the semifinals. First time of my collegiate chess career. I don't like playing against knight c3. That's actually the best move. Or the best move is to take it. I don't think I'm going to take that, honestly. Similar to the London, one of the lines I play, I know the best move is to leave the bishop there to get exchanged and get double pawns. Control the file. Or control this e5 pawn. I just am not going to play that. I don't think I want to. Oh, well here, I guess you win the pawn though. It's probably the difference. Usually the bishops, it doesn't happen in this exact order. It's like through the, this is a Petrov, but this is a 3-0. I can't take that much time. But we can take, they take, and then d6. Maybe the difference. But they go queen here. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. There might be a way you can take that and win, but after q forward, I'm not sure. Okay, that I think you can just save it. Oh, I guess you can't save it. Oh, no. Now you can definitely save this. What if you just go up? Here, attacking the knight, and then bishop e7. And then you castle on the next turn. That should be good. Take. Would f5 work? Maybe I shouldn't do all this to keep the pawn, though. That's the only thing I'll say. But I don't know. It might be worth it. Let's go up here attacking this. And then bishop e7. I guess you can keep it after that, right? Yeah, you can just keep it now. Because you're plus a knight, and they can't win it back. You just castle. And they have to sack a bishop to take that, which is the problem. So now they're down 2 pieces. So they get the knight back, right? But that it doesn't work in terms of winning back the original piece that was lost. So now we're still up a piece for a pawn instead of that. You're just playing to get good games against tied-up players. Okay, that's fire. I can't wait to play some more tied-up players myself this summer. I guess this break as well. Yeah, bishop's going to slide up. We're down on the clock because I tried to explain that for way too long, but we still have enough time to try and win this game or try and convert this game. Then go here on this diagonal. The knight's going to jump forward, the knight here. But they're moving fast, so they know their advantage. That's good on them for recognizing. That's how they'll win it, more than likely. Like, I could mess up still, obviously, but they wouldn't make the assumption I'd do that when they're, like, trying to figure out how they want to win. So they're trying to move quickly with what they do. We're going to go bishop here, trying to force some more exchanges. So the rook's going to slide here, check. And then knight takes. So this is just an endgame, or up a minor piece for a pawn. Go up here to f6, stopping the knight from dropping in. King forward. King over. And we move our knight in this way. Take, they go pawn, take. Up, Yeah, and now it's just a minor piece. A 5-on-5 with an extra bishop. A 5-on-4 actually with an extra bishop. So I'm probably going to win this one. Bishop here, looking to take that. Is guarded by the king. Capture. Up. Up. Here. And we're going to go get the queen. Take with, or promote with check. Cut the king off. Check. Check. There's gotta be a mate here. Oh yeah, there's definitely a forced mate here. And if it's not, their pawns can move. So I can actually get in a stalemate type of position and try and figure this out if I needed to. Because they can always go A3 or A4. But I should just have mate and a move or two. Because they go back, check, over. Like, they can't go that way. It's acting like a rook, kind of, the way it's working right now. The queen here, attacking on E6 because the bishop's guarding it. And then you go back here. Again, it's not stalemate because of that anyways, but they have a pawn move. So we're just setting up the idea of a F7. And then here, and then here if they go back. And this would be stalemate, but they have a pawn move. Which is a cool thing about keeping pawns on the board. And we get the win. So this next game here, starting off 1 for 1. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2. And then if you want to join in, again, watching on TikTok, join my club on chess.com. PJ's Chess, the same thing as my username. And go to the notes section. Love the Naruto profile picture there. And then it's in the link, or in the chat for my YouTube and my Twitch if you want to join in that way. And thank you for all those likes. We hit over 5,000 in less than an hour, which is a lot. That is a lot. Appreciate those likes there, Chef. Close game on 5.4K. We are waiting on this next game. And Brendan for the follow. Much appreciated. And Chef, I think, for the follower. And someone else as well. He's got a lot of followers there. Much appreciated. But yeah, let's watch a game in the meantime because I am just waiting. Let's watch Jaw and Gregory play. Jaw is up a rook here. Yes. Is up a rook. I'm going to slide over and take there. And black is also low on time. So that might even be a bigger issue than the rook. They have 4 seconds left. White is just converting. They go for the pawn. I think rook f8 probably cleaner. But they're still going to win with 0.1 seconds left. And I should play Jaw. And I'm playing Gregory. Alright, let's see what happens in game number 2. Can we start off 2 for 2? What does he play? E4 or D4 in this game? Alright, they go E4. We're going to go here to... I'll play the French. I haven't been playing a lot of the French defense because I haven't played too much Bullet recently. And I usually play that in Bullet, but I'm going to play it here. And in the exchange is not even that bad. Playing the advanced is the most fun chess for me. I don't know if it's that good. It gives you kind of a imbalanced position that probably favors white a little bit, but it's fun to play. But C6 next probably. This is just very symmetrical. Like nothing's going to happen that gives one of us a huge advantage. Now I want to move quickly. I want to have a time advantage in this game. Bishop f5 I would love to get. Rook here though. Maybe looking to go for a fianchetto on this side. Because bishop e6 I'm not a fan of. I'd rather just go bishop b6 if I have to do that instead. I want this square or this square. Bishop b6 I've played before and it's not that bad, but it's just not it's not doing anything here. At least here it's doing nothing, but it has the ability, like if those pawns should disappear, to do something in the future. Alright, the rook's going to slide over. My queen also does need to move, so they're highlighting some issues in my position right now. The queen should move at some point so that the rooks are communicating. I don't want their rook to take and I take, and I want my rook to take back if I'm going to do that, because I just moved my queen anyways and get my rook there. So that's like wasting 2 moves if I have to take this way, get out the way, and then do that. All right, let's move our knight here, and then probably queen up because their bishop can't go there, and their knight slides in. All right, they're getting aggressive. Queen forward. Oh man, I actually messed up. There's a way you can fix the problem. It's still probably better for them, and I didn't see it. Like, it just happens there's some way to not lose from it, but it's not because I saw it. I did make a slight inaccuracy here, though. See if they find it. It's not even slight. I made a mistake. No, they didn't find it there. Luckily for me, we're going to take this here. I did mess up, though. They could have taken, because my queen's not defended, and their queen's there. Rook c8 first probably would have been a little smarter. But they take, and now it's not really a problem. The knight's going to capture because the queen's not here anymore. It's here. And honestly, well, take here. So I guess you just have to take here then. Make sure we don't fall for a pin. So the queen may have to just move at some point. Bishop h5. 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 On what move? Einhorn. They take, if they go here, it doesn't work. They might go a5 for that, or they go queen in. That actually also kind of helps me, because I wanted to get off the diagonal. I would have moved anyways. So now I move through an initiative. And you see the time difference? We're up about, what is this? 50 seconds. So that's a pretty substantial advantage. If you slide our rook over, they'll just take it. So you can't do that. I want to put my bishop here. I thought that was a great spot for it. And I still think it is. So I might go here and then reroute my bishop. Because now on e6, I'm okay with it with no knights on the board. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, here. Right. Because this is guarded. Oh! Oh! Wow. That is... Oh, there's a way out of this. I did mess up, yeah. But there's a way out of this, I'm pretty sure. You take this first. You take this first. Right, oh, they already saw it too. You could do this. I mean, I don't think it's that bad. But queen over, because they can't take the bishop first, right? Or you take the queen. So they have to take the queen, then you get out the way. Which is, I did mess up though. They're going to lose something, but you could have lost a lot more, I think, than what I'm going to lose here. And then we probably take, and we have some initiative. So it's really not the worst thing, but definitely not the best thing. The queen slides over here on f6. We did 2100, man. Good work, man. Good work. I'm not that surprised though. Our games are usually very competitive. So good work though. What's your record set at for this tourney? But the queen's over here. They actually could just take the pawn, but I'll take the time advantage. I'm pretty sure they could just take it. I had that in mind. Is their move? They're probably trying to calculate if they can win more. I don't think they can, unless I miscalculated it. Yeah, they just go for it. That might have been too much time spent though. Is the only thing. And here they take, and you have they're pre-moving. Very smart, very smart. Rook down here, and they're gonna have to take some time on this move because they're looking. Or I guess you could go up, but then queen in. That's kind of hard to deal with. So it's honestly like we gambit a pawn. And then the rook sliding over too, yeah. I'm not sure that's even winning for them, even though they're up. Because after rook d1, or wherever that pawn is, I think you can survive. Yeah. I was like, I knew there was oh, you meant bishop f. Yeah, I knew there was an issue there. As soon as I did, like, oh man, I kind of messed up immediately. Luckily, the queen to f6 idea was there. And the bishop there to take the bishop first. But that was a bad move. I should have realized that before and just not made that decision. But it worked out. We're starting off 2-0 though. A nice start to the tournament. Let's castle here and then go up here to c3. The center might be too quick. I think that's a free pawn. And the rook's guarding the queen. And we took this here. So we are on the diagonal and they can't do anything on the c3 angle. And this is free 2, I think. Oh, maybe. I guess why did I take that? I should just went c3. Yeah, I should have went c3 first. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I don't know why. I just said that too. I just said I'm on this diagonal for that. And my knight's not developed. Because if you go here, they go here. I guess you could just go here and guard that. I don't know if I want to play that way though. Because then let's say they go here. And they're attacking that and that. Yeah, I don't want to play that way. Let's just give the pawn back here. That's too much. Just go here. Just give the pawn back. Being up 2 pawns is not worth what I would have had to defend. Would have had to defend had I kept that. It's not worth it. Knight's going to slide up. And now we're developing us up a pawn still. Down on time though. That's the one thing. They outmaneuver us on the clock. But the game's not over. I still like my position a little bit better. Let's route our bishop now that we are out of the difficult part of the position. We're developed. Let's see. They go there. If you take here, there's nothing there. So let's just go here. And we can go up. I feel like rook, oh, they slide over. This is weak. They're definitely playing a little bit better than I am. I feel like I'm not playing particularly well, or they're outplaying me. Because if you go here, I guess, I guess you could go here and then rook over. That might be an idea. Here, and then rook here. Right. And then knight here, but oh, okay. We're doing okay. Bishop here too. Oh yeah, duh. Bishop here on the next move. They might have to move their knight out the way. They don't. We're going to go here with our bishop. I don't know if it's winning. I think it's a good position though. We set our bishop on a square, and we take this here. And then one of the rooks is going to fall. We're down on time still. They take that way. Does it matter how I take? I guess taking... They get a pawn if you take this way. So I might take this way so they don't win that extra pawn. I don't think it matters too much. That's personal preference. Capture. I guess not personal preference. I want to give up less material. So that's why I did that. Bishops want to slide down here, offering the bishop exchange. Getting more material, and we're still down on time. But yeah, now that we take that, the knight is tricky. So they have one piece left. I'm sure they're glad it's the knight versus the bishop. The bishop would have just been game over. This, at least I have to do some thinking. But I'm going to keep my king like on the h2 or this square. And then I'm going to keep my rook completely on the other side of the board. So I can't even get forked is my goal with that. Alright, we're going to go here now. And then we're just going to run this up the board. Yeah. Up. I'm sure they're going to go in. Then we have a check. And oh, they resign. Let's go to the next game here. Starting off 3 for 3. Nice start there. Alright, let's see a game in the meantime. More people have joined in. So you outplayed. Oh, you outplayed me. Tough. Time is unfortunate. Can you examine the game after the tournament? Yeah, we can definitely do that. Alright, let's watch a game between Going for FM and Karongi here. Looks like FM is up a decent amount in this game. So let's go to a different game. Let's see what we have. Khalid versus Jaw here. How have I been playing? So I've been playing in total around 12 years. I started when I was 5, and then I played from 5 to 14. I took a break all of high school. And I just got back into it in college. So I played for about 12 years. But the last 3 years definitely at a higher intensity and volume than I have the previous years of my life. So yeah, 3 years where it's like really playing, and then 9 years of some decently into it play, but not quite this level. But e4, e5 here. The French we got outplayed. Okay. A gambit. I can't say I play against this too often. I know most gambits you can take this though. In most of them. I don't know about all of them, but in most of them I know you can take that. Is it here? Okay. They may have got me. Because queen is coming here. Is it c6? And then they go there, then up, take. That can't be it. Bishop here. They would take, and then queen up. That also cannot be it. Because you lose one of the pawns. Wow. I really don't know how to... Maybe actually I'm taking both pawns there. I could have just taken one of them. I'm starting to regret that. I could have just... But yeah, I guess the problem is if you don't take both, then they have 2 central pawns. So they're worried about queen here. If we go knight up, they have to go here instead. Then you go bishop up, but then they take that, which is the problem. So if you go knight here... If we go knight here, and then queen here, and then you could there, and then castle. You're a long ways away from getting where you would like to be with black. Oh, they don't go for it immediately. Maybe they're looking to bring their knight in this way, though. That could definitely be it. If you move your bishop, they go queen there, which would be the issue. Could you go here now, though? That would be... Yeah, if you kick if the whole point of this is they have that. But if you kick it out the way, and then go knight up, that could work. But I feel like you don't have enough pieces developed to do that. Let's say knight in, knight here. That's not working. Knight here's not working. I think it is knight here. Oh, no, this doesn't work. Yeah, this doesn't work. Yeah, because of that. So if you... Maybe you go c6, though. c6. Maybe... Well, at this point, let's just try it. c6. This is opening protection. I need to practice against this much more. That's clear. Looking to guard that there. With knight here to h6. It's guarded. Kind of. Like, this is kind of guarded. If we go up here, they'll sack. But I think you want material still. Pawn slides forward here to b5, and bishop can go to d7 at the end of all of this. And that should be the idea. But they sack this way. Okay. We have our knight take instead of our king, so we can still castle to safety here. We're attacking their queen. Their queen's almost trapped, but not quite. The queen slides out the way. Queen's going to slide up here, offering the queen exchange. And we got through the worst of it, but I will say clearly I do not know how to play against this opening. So I might review this like after the game in case we play him again. Alright, we're going to go bishop or knight. Because this is weak too. If they go up, how do you defend that? 42 seconds left. Let's go here. Guarding that so the knight can move freely. Knight's going to sit here on c4, then bishop up and castle on the next turn. And we should be good. Bishop here to e7, castle to the king side, and the rook can slide over somewhere. Knight here to e5 as well, but bishop slides forward. If they push, we'll take. So we have our way out. With 36 seconds left. Not that much time, so we have to move quickly. But we got out good. We're up material. This is free. Gonna take there. Up 2 pieces. We have the bishop pair for really nothing. No pawn or anything. So that's a nice advantage. Knight's going to drop back here on this beautiful square. They can't kick it out. We're going to go bishop here to f6. 31 seconds left. We kind of just have to move. All right. I love exchanges right now. I want to trade. I want to trade. Anything and everything we can. Bishop here. 27 seconds left. And throw our rook here on e8 after. Take. 25 seconds left. Still around 24 seconds left. Alright, we're going to push. $21 still. Just running our pawns up the board. The rook's going to slide over. Guard. And now we have these 2 connected passers. And the rook's going to slide down. We're going to get this queen. Promote this other pawn, and then we're just going to win the game. Check. At some point, there will be checkmate. And we have mate. Wait, no. Oh, we have a cool mate. We have a cool mate. Check. They slide over, up, down, bishop there to f8. Going to the starting square for mate. GG. Let's go to this next game. We're starting off 4 for 4. Let's see if we go 5 for 5 here. Alright, let's see what they do to start. We're in first place. Nice start, nice start. Black back to back here. Playing the Petrov again. Looking to attack there in the center. Going up here to d6, guarding the pawn. And then bishop's going to slide here to e7. h6, and then castle. So let's see. h6. c5. Knight forward and castle there to the king side, but their knight slides in. A very aggressive piece. And we're about a third of the way through the tournament on a nice score on a castle here. Let's see what they do. If they capture, we'll capture back. The bishop can slide here, looking to attack in the center. Wow, playing very well. They might be favored by the engine right now. Well, this is free though right here. So we're going to take that. The rook's going to slide over. Yeah, man, you can play. So everyone can play in the tournament. The way you join in, there are 2 different ways. So you can join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess. It's the same username as my TikTok. There, just PJ's Chess, the exact same. You can just copy and paste it. And go to the notes section. There'll be a link. The most recent link it'll be a link to this arena. Then you can also go to my YouTube momentarily. PJ's Chess, the same thing as TikTok. Again, you can just copy and paste. Or PJ's Chess 993. That's my Twitch. And I can put the link in the chat there for you. I put it in TikTok. You just can't put links. But yeah, there is a way to do it without going to a different platform. But if you just want to click on a link, you could go there. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, bro? Man, is your team? How'd the playoffs go? My team made it to the semifinals, man. We won in double overtime yesterday. And then today we won 12-4. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Semifinal bound. Congratulations, man. Right. Yes, sir. How'd you do? How'd you do? They're looking to go up here to b6 and take. They move that. Up here to b6, trying to trade some pawns here on the queen side. Man, I hope you feel better though, bro. Hope you feel better. We're gonna take here on a5. Oh, how'd the playoffs go? Because you're playing two collegiate sports right now. Queen slides over versus a grandmaster. Nah, that's crazy. I went 5-1 in the double overtime tournament, and then I went 4-0 today. I'm gonna make some videos on them tomorrow because they were pretty cool. I think there were some cool games too, and then you know the stakes and stuff. 2,900 is, dude, like, what can you do, man? That's just Division 7 too. Imagine the top divisions. Right. Second best player on their team was 2,000. So you got free wins outside of the other part, huh? Outside of him. I guess that's how you guys won. I'm playing against a grandmaster. I'm assuming he went 4-0. Alright, they moved their rook down. Bishop's going to go here looking for the exchange here on g4. And we're just trying to get rid of all their material. Because as you see, they're down those two minor pieces. Let's trade there. Rook down here looking to take that. We'll have our knight slide and go knight here to f4. A beautiful square attacking that and attacking that. Check here. And you want to win this pawn here in the center of the board. So we want to have our rook capture. We want to keep trading and trading. They defend it. They could have lost a while ago. So shout out to their defending. We're looking to take there on d3. And we're just up too many pieces, I think. We're going to take this, and we have there. They could try and double up on the 7th rank, but I think rook e8, king f8 is good. Well, okay, we unfortunately lost our last playoff game and got eliminated. Oh man, like hurt, like seriously hurt type of thing. They're out for next season. Yeah, rook's going to take there. I guess they can guard that. Capture. They're looking to win this. Take with check. They slide up. This actually might be mate. Oh, they have here. Here then. And looking to go rook down. You could also try this. Oh, you could also go there. Bishop here. Oh, that's not mate. But this is mate. Alright, GG's. Go to this next game. Starting off 5 for 5. So we're playing game number 6. Alright. Playing second place. This will be a huge win if we can win this one. You saw the Warriors win today, bro? 34 first playoff game. Nah, that's crazy. Being that good at two different things is pretty impressive, bro. And then Richard. So if you want to hop in, I'm doing a viewer tournament right now. So if you want to hop in, the way you join in is join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess, the same thing as my TikTok username. And once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for the tournament. And we got we got a win there. That's not a real win. I got a win for abandonment, but we do get the points. I don't like winning like that, but I can't really. I would rather not take the points, but you can't do that, obviously. So we're still in first place with that one. I know, man. And Steph had 46 and 49. I was feeling good watching those highlights. Knight's going to slide over. A4 here. They push. I think this is a free pawn here. The knight's going to take. Oh, well, okay. Okay. I see what they're doing. I don't think it works, but it is a cool tactic. So if you go here, the queen slides up, and it's threatening mate and attacking the bishop. However, knight to f3, I think it stops the mate and guards the bishop. But that's a cool idea. We're going to take here. They go down, and then knight and then knight f3, though. It stops both of these things. A very cool idea, but it doesn't work. So I have to give credit to the thought. But we go bishop back here to one of these two squares on the next turn. And then... oh, they go there. Well, I'll queen trade then. I don't want them to keep that. Oh, that's tough, because you go bishop here, too. And the rook's falling there on f8, sadly. So it'll be up a rook and a pawn for a bishop at the end of this. Yeah, bishop here to d6 attacking. They take first. I don't think that stops it. You take here. I don't think that kind of just helps me out, because I want to trade down. The more trades, the better. They slide up. Yeah, you just capture here. Bring your rook here to the open file, and then rook can slide here to d8. Catch you later, man. Hope you feel better. Yeah, we can go up, and then rook can slide over here. Looking to take there or go down. Again, we want to exchange, and this also drops the bishop too. Yeah, the bishop's dropped, so you have to move the bishop or take. We'll be up a full rook on the next turn regardless. So yeah, you see you drop back, but now we have this extra rook here in the corner. We're double up here on the d file. Or now we're going to go for the... was that there last turn? Yeah, I could have done that last turn too. But bishop d5, I missed that. I immediately just went pawn back, or bishop back, but we had that pin. and we get the win there. Alright, playing second place. Let's see if we can beat them again. The last game we played, I almost lost too, so I have to lock in. I gotta lock in. So up here to e3, knight, and then pawn's going to go forward here to h3, and bishop to e2. For those who are just scrolling in to this live, thank you for joining in. If you want to play in the tournament, you still can. You can join at any point. Join my club on chess.com, PJ's Chess, the same as my TikTok username. And once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for the tournament there. This is a 3+0 arena. So if you don't know what arena is, the more games you win in a row, the more points you get for this format. So you want to win as many as possible. The queen sliding up, I don't love that. I think you can do it though, and I don't want to take forever on the clock either. They may not even push there. I could even go back too. Honestly, I won't even take the queen. Move their knight in. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because my knight can't go there because my knight's bad. Let's go up here to f3. This is a free knight here. Bishop captures g3, and we're going to probably win the game now. Ezra plus those 3 points of material. And Ilya, appreciate those likes on TikTok. Closing in on, what is this? On 6,000 already. Much appreciated, man. We're going to take this here. This isn't free because of the bishop. Although you may be thinking it's free. Also, you could just do that if it was free. But it's not free for that reason as well. But now we do want to take the queen. So capture. They're trying to set that up. That's what they're trying to do. Clearly. They're trying to win that. I might just go f4 though to end it. Or you could go king up. King up might be more fun. Or no, king up. Yeah, king here. And then knight here probably. Because now you could take and then the king would take back sitting here on g3. And you take the bishop. And then we're going to go knight. Or you can go bishop here too. When attacking the rook and attacking the pawn here. You're going to take one of these. And then finally the knight's going to move. Alright, so this next game. Let's see what happens. We're on an 8-game, really 7-game win streak. One of those wins was not a game wasn't actually played there. So we're going to watch a game in the oh, no games are going on. We may not have any participants. We do have a couple still playing in. Get in the tournament. If you guys don't be nervous, hop in this one, a 3+0 arena. Yeah, the rook slides over here for king, attacking the queen there. And Ilya, appreciate all these likes, closing in on 6.3 thousand. But the queen slides here. They go c5. Check. King must slide over. What if they go for the puzzle that I was doing earlier? The QF7. They could be going for that. That'd be an interesting idea. Whoa. Yeah. The queen does drop there now. And that may be game. That may be game. Because how do you... They are up a piece for a while, so you gotta give them credit there. But the queen does fall there in the center, unfortunately. And it looked, yeah. So I want to be playing king, I think. If king hits next. I believe so. I am. Alright, let's see what happens in this game. E4 or D4? D4. D5. Is it a Queen's Gambit or a London? A Queen's Gambit, I will decline it. I usually don't accept it, although there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes I play C5, but this time I do more of a semi-Slav defense here. Let's slide our bishop forward. Up here to H6. B6. Bishop here. Then we can castle on the next turn. I think that's a free pawn there. Here on c5. And now we're going to get our king to safety. And then probably just drop back here. And look to go up here c5, c6. Or c5, c4. But they push up. I wasn't expecting that. It is weird because I'm up the material, but I don't know. I don't really want to take that. If you go up here, play the Sicilian, I can't say I do. I did when I was like 10, but I don't remember it, honestly. You're trying to join. Appreciate the follow there. I missed the name because like something popped up there, but appreciate that follow and likes there from Fusion. But yeah, so Richie, there are 2 ways you can join in the tournament. The first way, if you don't want to go to a different platform, you can go to clubsonchess.com. There's a club section and type in my TikTok username there. That'll take you to, wait, hold on one second. Take, and they have mate. So I might just have to go here and then up and then back and then here. Yeah, because they're trying to set up a main idea. But anyways, you can join in the first way you can join in. Join my club on chess.com, PJ's Chess, in the club section. And then in my club, it's a notes section that'll have the link for this tournament. So there's like 2 layers for that one. If you just want the link you can go to my YouTube, PJ's Chess, the same as my TikTok username, and then I have a Twitch as well, the same beginning PJ's Chess, and then 993. you like Tokyo Ghoul, you'll get the numeric reference, and I can put that in the chat. So I'm trying to not get mated because there's some mate. I'm trying to calculate that, but yeah, you can go to that and it'll have. I put the link in the chat there. Just type in chat like, hey, could you send the link, and I'll send the link there. But yeah, rook over and probably knight f8 because they can't go up. Well, actually, I don't have to go knight f8 right now. So go up here to c5, and then up here to c4, attacking that bishop. But they don't want to do it that way. I'm confused why. They don't want to do that. They're going up here. I guess they just want to take this. Maybe they like the pressure. But I'm down on time. Let's get some time back here. Knight f8 is feeling very appealing here. Because knight f8, then the queen can move attacking. But I guess not really attacking it. Yeah, here first. Let's just make a quick move, and then knight f8. PJ chess 9-9. No, so the club name is... I'll type it for you. Here's the club name. And then once you're in that, you can go to the notes section, and there'll be a link for the tournament there. But the knight's going to slide. I don't think this works, but I see their idea. They're trying to just take this, but knight f8 guards it, so you can't actually take. Whereas they're probably just going to win the knight, but you can the knight there. Oh well, I'll take that back. Well, no, it doesn't work. If there wasn't a knight here, this wouldn't work. But yeah, they see it. They could have went rook there to try and win that, but I would have taken attacking their queen. Now they're probably very upset to make this move. Because their idea is like almost perfect. That's the worst feeling. I might give this rook up. Because this is just kind of annoying. And I don't want to play this position. Let's go here and then just take this. I'm up more material, but it doesn't matter. Like I don't want to play this. I don't want to do that at all. So we're going to do it this way. They had too much pressure. Let's just go up this piece and go from here. But yeah, we're going to go knight here on this next turn. More than likely. We're down on time. So we have to note that. Knight slides in. Taking there wouldn't work. So that rook will fall at the end of the game. They take with the bishop, and now it is just over. As I have a queen for a rook. We're going to go queen here. Attacking that and attacking that. So we're going to take this one. And now we're up. Oh, we're up a piece too. But I have two pieces for it. Take, check. And then this is going to fall, and you have mate when bishop slides here. And I can't stop that. GG. So this next game, we're 9 for 9. If you want to join this tournament again, you can still hop in it. I'll put the link in chat for those watching on YouTube and Twitch again. And if you want to go over, if you're watching on TikTok, it is there now. We are waiting for a game. Let's watch one. We can watch their game. Almost over here. Chromie is low on time. It's looking like it will be a loss on time, but also not perfect on the board. Down a rook there. Rook's going to slide over, and then bishop to f3, and it probably is just game over. Because rook d1, they lose on time. We're playing going for fm. Yep. Let's see what happens in this game. Will it be e4 or d4 to start off? And for those who are new here, we vote for every time control. On TikTok, it'll be a poll. And if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, you'll type in the chat what you'll like to see in terms of the time format. The knight's going to slide forward. Knight's going to go up here to f6. Bishop here, and then up to c6. b6, bishop here, knight, castle. A very simple 5 or so moves we're going to play here. The bishop slides forward up here, bishop b7. Knight's going to slide, rook c8, castle. They also haven't castled either. They might castle queen side. Okay. Well, now I'm going to go rook c8 immediately, and then just c5. I don't even want to castle. I'm going to just go for this attack. Will I castle is the question. Well, you have to go h6. That might be the only attention I pay to the side of the board for the rest of the game. Unless they get an attack, their pawn's too far to really help the rest of the pawn. Like, they would need it to go g5, they would need h4. But the pawn is kind of helping me out right now. Let's just go here to c5. Let's just break it open. Let's go c5. I don't have to calculate all the way, because it has to be decent, whatever ends up happening after c5. They take that way. That, okay, so then we take here then. Yeah, they slide over. Oh, okay, I see. So you can go Here, take. Yeah. So here. No! Oh, no! No. No, it does work. No, it works. It works. I thought queen here was an idea. b5. Because there's a way you can win a piece. And I thought I miscalculated it because of qb5. But you have b5. I did miscalculate, I guess, because I didn't calculate q a4. But now you take this here, right? And then... So you take the knight. You're +3 right now. This bishop, though, was kind of weak, which is what I'm going after at the end of this. With queen captures d3 check, as you'll see in a second. So you're going to take this. Honestly, is the queen trap too? Oh, but knight here. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Knight slides in, check. King back over. Oh, and then knight. Oh, yeah, you just won the queen. Check. I didn't even see all this. I just saw the queen. I knew there was some attack. Yeah, we get the win. There has to be some attack. I'm in the club. Go to the notes. Yeah, go to the notes after the club, and it'll be a link for this tournament here. It'll be like 456 3195 is the numbers there for the link. But yeah, GG. That was a fun tactical game. I'll have to note that down. Okay, I did all that here. And that's at 111. Alright, let's go to this next game. We're still on our streak. Can we continue it? Let's look at the standings. We're sitting on a 9-game win streak. It says 10, but it's really a 9. Appreciate the donation there, Swimmelty. The Dolphins, much appreciated. They move their pawn for us, go up here to e5. Knight's going to go here. You saw the notification. Just saw that pop up. Glad I didn't miss it. Go up here to d6. And if someone else has sent something to and I haven't seen it, I'm not ignoring, just didn't see. So much appreciate all the likes, the follows, the donations. Bishop's going to take here on f6. Actually, maybe can I see if I go back here? No, I can't see. Man. Yeah, much appreciate everyone that's been supporting this live. They castle. We're going to castle here ourselves. Paul's going to jump forward, then bishop back here to g7 on the next turn. c5. I like c5, and then APD, appreciate those likes there. Their knight slides in. I'm liking their play. The knight's going to go forward. If they take, he'll take. I'm fine with this, but it's not... Probably not the best thing. I probably should not do that, but it is what it is at this point. The bishop can only go to a square that would get taken anyway, so like why? My thought is why even try and defend it? If I go back, they still just take. This allows an escape, and we'll get it. And it's not like it was hanging, but I like that bishop. This drops a pawn, but it's a weird pawn. Because you take, they take. Oh, no, it doesn't. They can, let's see what they do. Well, if they with a knight, you don't drop it. So you can take this, take here. If they attack, you go knight back and then there. It's a weird pawn to be up. But I'd rather be up a pawn and figure out a way to save it than if I can't just give it back. Because you see you take, then you take that, which is the idea here. You're going to capture on b4 after. And then knight back here to a. Oh, you don't even keep it. See? But since I'm up the pawn, I'm not losing something. Or they're trying for a way to keep it. And if I can't keep it, then we just give it back and we go to a nice square anyway. So we didn't lose anything. We didn't win anything either, though. The knight's here attacking their rook on b. They drop back. Okay, here's a test. We're going to go f5. f5. Opening up. Oh, there's a way. That actually is the way forward. I say there's a way they could guard this. Yeah, they're on it. Although it drops a pawn, but still. I think that's an overall positive playing that move to d5 in terms of calculation. Because it makes sense. If you take here, the knight slides in, and then it's like the knight could go there. So you wouldn't want to do that. So we're going to take this instead. We're down on time. Let's not lose this game. So let's see what can we do. They have these double pawns that are +1. There has to be something I can do that's more decisive than what I've been doing so far. The knight's here. If they take, they do have this runner. Take. Yeah, and this pawn in the center. They have some cool moves here. I want to try and limit them, obviously. But there's one idea in particular I really like that they could play. I guess that does it too. That's not what I was thinking, but that's the same idea that I had. King's going to go forward here. Getting off the diagonal. Knight. Pawn forward. Wow, they're playing... I may lose. We're going for a knight back here attacking. The time, though, I'm equal, and I'm better at bullet than I am at blitz for some reason. Or maybe I'm not. At least my rating's higher. So we're getting into my territory. The knight's going to take there on c4. And And then if they go down, you have rook up. Yes, they go down. You're going to take here. And then knight to b6 should be fine. Because then the pawn's hanging in the center. Now this pawn's going to fall after that because the knight's guarding it. But it doesn't matter that much because we're already up the material. We can give another piece back. Being this pawn here in the center after knight goes back looking there. And so I appreciate the heart me there. Appreciate another donation from you. The knight can drop back and then we can go there, right? And APD for those lights close again on 7.2 thousand. The knight back here looking to attack. Oh no! I said it enough where I see the issue with that. If you go here, the rook captures and then it's two defenders still. So that doesn't actually work. Maybe queen up here and then rook over. But the time, that might be the only thing. The time's just two in my favor. We go queen up here. What's that? What are you talking about? We're going queen up here. Queen to c5. Oh, rook can slide over here. Looking to attack here on d5. If they take, then the rook takes. But the time. Pawn. Take. Check. I don't want to deal with that, so let's go pawn forward. We can capture. Oh, SeaWorld. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not a fan of that either. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, no. Okay, yeah. I don't like that. I didn't know at first because I used to love things like that. Because I love animals like that. I love like nature, animals type of thing. So I thought it was cool at first. And then someone explained it to me why it's not. I was like, ah. That's kind of horrible. Except the ones that I know they do preserve some. So that, shout out the ones who actually preserve. But if they don't preserve, I can't say I'm a fan. Yo, appreciate all those donations, man. All those dolphins. That's your favorite animal? I'm assuming so. But yeah, we're at 10 for 10 on this one. So a nice tournament. Although I was favorite in most of them, so I can't say like it was overly impressive. The queen's going to slide back Q, E3. Appreciate those likes as well from Nacha. Much appreciated. Oh, bishop to G5. What a find. What a find. The queen falls there. White was dominating before that, I think. Oh, no, but it's... Oh, yeah, rook G1. It's right back. It's right back. Rook G1. And the queens, they're back to black winning. Oh, black's winning, though, but white was still winning before. Yeah, much appreciated. And then Nacha for all these likes. We're sitting at almost at 7.5 thousand. Yeah. Black's probably going to win this. But, man, queen's falling back to back. That was cinematic. The pawn goes here to c4. An exchange on c4. And it just looks like white can't do anything. You can't. Like, it looks long. And move your king over and move. Or that. I guess they both work. Or now you just go king down. Oh, yeah. I guess it's still winning. So this is 3 pawns, and you can't do anything about that. And then swim with the appreciate those likes. We got a lot of likes there on TikTok, closing on 8,000. Every like very helpful. I'm in live competitions, and these count as points. So thank you very much. Go bishop here to f4, and then up here to e3, and then knight to f3. On this one, then h3. Here up bishop e2, then castle. Here b2, castle here, and then bishop can go back. And also c3. We're playing third place, honestly. Like, we're up enough where we probably can't lose it anyways, but if we don't want any chances, you know, we want to limit any chance for an error to happen, so we need to just keep winning is the idea. Drop our bishop back here, although realistically, I think I have too much of a lead. But I did mess up. See, I'm saying that I already messed up in this game. Because why did I allow that? Because now they can go down, take. I might just give the pawn up. Because here, and then here. I might just do that. Because this is annoying. I don't want to play that. Here. Well, I'll see. Let's see if they can win it. Because they go here, this. It is winning, I'm sure. But I don't want to give them an advantage. Because if I just go, what? Here. What do I want to do? Here, I give up the pawn intentionally. They are definitely winning, but they got to prove it. Knight, I think queen there might be an inaccuracy, though. Because, oh. Here. And then they go here, then here. Oh, yeah, I think I'm winning now. with the bishop sliding there to d6. They slide over. Well, I may am not winning, but I don't have to worry about that anymore. We go knight here, and we have 2 pieces guarding the e3 square. This is horrible. I did not have to do this. I don't know how this happened. I messed up somewhere, or they outplayed me somewhere is a better way to phrase that. But it's bad. Their pawn going down is kind of an issue. But we go knight here now, and we've stopped most of it. I would love to exchange. Please. I would love to. Let's go bishop here, trying to take that. Pawn down now doesn't quite work the same way. Going back. Let's see. I probably read your message way after you sent it. What are you... Oh. Do you want to tell me what part of the game you're talking about? Maybe I can go look at that. But yeah, their bishop takes there on h3. I don't know if that works. I think you can just take this. Check over. Oh, I see their idea, but I don't think it's mate. I see what they're trying to do, though. Because if you imagine the knights here, the rooks here, and you take the kings here, it isn't that fun, to be fair. I think the problem is you could take this, they go over, and then knight here, and then just king up. I think that is the problem. You take this, so now they can never get the knights f4 they're thinking about. Last game. Who did I play last? Oh, let me see. Karongi. What game was that? I was up. I don't remember. What was that game? We just played. Did I have? I had black, right? And I defended. Why back? Oh, why bishop back to g7? Are you asking? Are you talking about bishop back g7? When I did this, when the knight was here? I know what you're talking. Is that what you mean, or was it another point in the game? I remember the game now, so you can ask. No. I just got taken off the FYP. Hold on, let me appeal this real quick. I don't know what happened. It says that it's unoriginal. I'm just playing chess. How do I appeal this? How do I appeal this? Okay, there we go. Appeal, please. And then it does not contain the content mentioned. Submit. Alright. I know, that's what I'm saying, man. I'm playing chess like in my own way. We're going to take this here. There's no mate there. Let's see. No, I don't. I think I can't tell if I appealed it or not because I can't see it on my phone. I'll have 13 seconds. Hold on. I'll do that after. Hold on. Wait. Oh, they take that? Wait. Wait. Oh, no. That's a mistake. And then we go here. Yeah, it's rook down. Alright. How did I get that? That is how do I unappeal that? Or how do I appeal that? Because I usually get a notification, but I don't have a notification. Hopefully they fix it. Whatever happened. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Let's go back here to this next game. We have enough time for one more game here. Alright, let's go back to this. Alright, let's go to this next game. GG to FM. Let's see if we continue to get some wins. Alright, nice end game. 11 for 11 in this tournament. Playing Jackson. You're going up here to D4. And then I'll start the poll in a second. And then Valerie, appreciate those likes there. Bishop here to F4. Pawn up here. Knight's going to slide. And then bishop D3. Because if they go, yeah, I always go up here to H3 first. Stopping knight there. I go H3 because of this. You can go back to bishop G3. It's not really an issue. I just prefer to keep my bishop. And Valerie, again, appreciate those likes. I'm going to take this here. Bishop's going to slide forward. Then we're going to castle on the next turn here. And the knight's going to slide to D2. And then we can go A4 after, right? A4. And then bishop up. And we can also go for E4 too. E4, take. And we're sitting very nice in the center of the board if that happens. 100 though. Very good opening for a 100. I'll say very good opening. They go here, take. Yeah, this is like a lot higher than 100. You gotta play some more games. Did you just make this account? 30 days ago. Yeah, you gotta play some more games, man. You're not 100. You're probably slightly better at this point. And then Star, appreciate those likes there. Closing in on 8.5 thousand. If they take. We are up on time, though. That might be the thing. We're up on time by a lot. And I'll probably just try and... What's going on, Lily? I'll probably just try and win the game that way. Just being up on time. Yeah, knight here. Let's try this. Bishop here. And then taking some more time to think. They slide their queen over. Okay. They're not letting me do anything I'm intending to do right here. Let's slide our rook here to c1. There's no mate. Okay, they go up. Now where I decide to do. I guess I'll do this. Take. And queen here to b3. Hope your moms forgive you. Hey, that's how it is sometimes. If it was like that, I would not have pieces. I've messed up so many times in tournaments that are rated USCF. It is unacceptable. I'd have no more people fighting for me at that point. Luckily, it's new ones every game. Move our rook here to d1. The knight can slide here and knight g3. We're just up on time. Like, they're really playing very well. They might even be better. Like, they might even be, like, not better, like positionally, like plus point something for black. But they're just too low. Like, I'm going to time them out more than likely. Up a minute, unless they find a winning tactic. Like, we could just get, like, if we trade off everything, I just went on time still. This is a very good game. Like, the accuracy is probably very high for them. Rook's going to slide over. They might be tempted to go here. I don't think that works, though. And I don't think they'll play it, because they've not... Oh, they do play it. Because you can take here, and then you take the pawn here. Let's make sure it's not mate, though. Yeah, king can go here. And they can't even win that. They could slide queen here, I guess, but it just doesn't work, as you'll see in a second. You also go knight back, but this is probably just better. Also, this is bait, so we're gonna leave the knight here, but they go there. Yeah, they see it, because if you go too far or something, there's just mate. They don't let it get to that point. We are up a pawn in the endgame, though. I wonder if you could have just pushed immediately. I probably could have. And they realize the time disadvantage. It might be too late, because they're down a minute, and the... it's free, yeah. And we take there on d5 and drop our knight back out the way. Your king. I guess we're not protecting him. That's fair. What's your rating? We can go up here. Looking to go all the way down to queen. They're not in the box, as I've learned through YouTube, the box to stop the promotion. So we're going to go all the way down and get a queen there. And I can start, honestly, we can start the poll now. That probably makes more sense what I've been doing previously. So give me 1 second. I have a poll for the next time control of the tournament. Let's see, custom. Alright, so I've just started it on TikTok. If you don't see it, I can try and do something different. But there it is, you can see that. We're going to go up here all the way down and get the queen. It must be pushed indeed. It must be pushed. Always go get the queen. Especially if it's protected, it's even better. Go queen down here. Check. And then... check. I don't see mate. I don't see mate. I may just take this and reset. I don't see the checkmate. There it is. That's mate. So this next game, we're sitting at 12 for 12 this tournament. Let's see if we can continue. I'll vote for 1+0 personally, though. So that's one vote for 1+0. But if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube and you're new watching, you just type in chat. But TikTok has a poll feature. So if you're watching on TikTok, you can just vote there. It should pop up. I guess I've never seen it from the viewer side, but it says it started. Appreciate that, Lily. Does feel good to get that win there. That was me. You cooked me. You just started. You just started, man. You gotta play some more, man. You're not 100. Just does not do you justice. Like the let's see the. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, just saying that. Like, look at the accuracy. I'm pretty sure the opening was basically perfect, or at least it felt like that to me. Yeah. See, 82%. I just played very well. I had 93%, but you had 82.7. I was not exaggerating. Yeah, the opening was 97%. I call it. Like, it was basically perfect. The opening portion of the game. Yeah, we're waiting for this next one. I knew, I was like, dude, you definitely... The opening, I felt like I was losing. I won, like, in the middle to end portion of it, though. But the opening was not good on my end. We have a game going on, King and FM. FM is up 11. So this is probably going to be a win for white here. A check, and the rook can slide to a1, and maybe look to take there on a7. I wonder if you still castle. No, maybe you can't castle. The rook's going to slide over for a check. And this game actually doesn't have to end. There's only a minute 40 left on the game timer. Do you have a higher rating on Rapid or something? Because there's no way. Are you really just 100 like on everything? Appeal approved. Thank you. But are you 100 on everything? If so, that's crazy. Like, you have to be higher rated than 100. You go down. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't play anything else. Oh, you are high rated? Okay, okay. I'm assuming that's what the yeah is, that you're higher rated on Rapid or something. What got you into it, though? 30 days ago is pretty recent. The queen can go down and promote, and then like QA8. This is chess.com, chess.com. Yeah, QA8, or Q there. Check. How do you play live? Are you asking how I'm doing it, or how you would do to join with me? That one's over. Oh, I'm in a game. Oh, I'm in a game. Okay, let's go up here. E4, E5. The knight's going to slide. If they take here on C4, on E4. I'll try this. How am I playing live? So, I use TikTok Live Studio, although I used to use Streamlabs. I mean, I still use Streamlabs because I multi-stream. So I'm live on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch right now. Streamlabs, if you have the paid version, you can stream to all three, but what am I doing? But if you're TikTok Live is free though, or TikTok Studio is free. What am I doing? This I don't want. Take here. I guess you could just check. No, good thing this is. Let's just go to the next game, next tournament. This is crazy. I'm getting cooked. But alright, let's announce the winners. I got first place here with 49. Going for FM in second place here with 15. And then King, my opponent this game, might have got some more points had that finished off. Gets third place with 14. And if you mean like how I have on the screen, like once you have Studio or Streamlabs, it's pretty straightforward. Like it's not. The hard part would be like getting it set up, like the actual interface, like Streamlabs or TikTok Studio. But they have pretty. Like just at this part here, it's like block coding. Like it's pretty simple. But let's see the votes here for those watching on TikTok. We have one vote. We had one vote. 2 votes. So me and someone else vote for 1+0. I'll restart it. Maybe some people want to vote in and get the chance. So we'll say another minute on the vote timer. Yeah, man, no worries. Glad you're able to get that. Appreciate those likes as well. Closing in on 9.1K. Yeah, we can definitely check that out, FM. Let's see. I'll check that once I make the tournament and we have like that 5-minute timer. So we have 2 votes for 1+0 right now. If you want something, we'll say another 30 seconds on the votes. So if you want to, do it now. You can vote for any time control, not just the ones that are in the poll. If you see someone you want that's not in the poll, type it in the chat. But it's 2 votes for Bullet right now. 2 votes for Bullet. Anything can win. 3 votes for Bullet, actually. Because this is 2 different profile pictures. So I have 3 separate votes for Bullet. And we have another 8 seconds left. So look, it's a sweep for the 1-0 crew here. So let's go create this tournament. 1+0 arena. So let's go here to my club. You're bad at Bullet? Yeah. I will say it takes some practice. I was really bad a while ago. Like I just played a lot of games. And then a lot of like quick puzzles to help improve it, and it works. Let's go Club Arena. Arena name, can I repeat? Can I repeat? Is the question. Alright, go 1+0, half of an hour. Alright, that's all. Let's go. Let's set this up for 10:57 here. Alright, that's all. Let's go. About to create this tournament. So if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, here is the link for you guys. And if you're watching on TikTok, I'm going to put it in the notes section right now. Go to clubs. Here in the notes here, and I've just posted it, so you can join in if you want to hop in. All 3 platforms you're available to. And you said FM wants to go over a game that they played, so let's go here. And you beat a 2100, you said, so let's go 2100. Here we go. Alright, let's see what happened in this one. Game review. 69. You had a lower accuracy somehow. How does that even happen? How you won the game? Hey, shout out to you. You gotta win the hard games. Alright, the Karo Khan. The knight's going to slide knight forward. Honestly, I don't know the Karo Khan, so I can't add too much at this point. When we get to some calculations, I'll say some more. Bishop g5, alright. They're attacking the knight. You go back here. I would have done that as well. Bishop e7. Castling's better. I wouldn't have castled, honest. So I'm with you there. h6 attacking. g5 also would have done that. I'm liking the aggression, but queen forward is a mistake apparently. I don't see why. I mean, let's see the follow-up. That's a mistake. Just b4, the computer says, and white's winning. But they go knight here to b3. They don't find the best move. Yeah, because with knight b3, they just don't have a square to go to, really. I think that's why it doesn't work. Because here, like, you just... Oh, maybe you can take. Maybe you can go there, though. But I guess it doesn't... Even if you are there, say you got there, like, what could you do after? So I see why. You queenside castle. My issue, without seeing the engine, is probably this. Like, your king's just kind of corralled. But maybe... And bishop slide said you have to take. Yeah, I'm sure you have to take that. Yeah, because that was just too bad. The pawn's going to take. You have to drop this pawn here. But you take this and say, oh, you're attacking this if you take. Wow, what a fun tactic. You move your rook forward. Although e5 is better. I probably would have played e5 or rook here. Rook here, I think maybe just conceptually unconnecting your rooks for a quick initiative might be the issue. Outside of it being a miss, just like a chess principles thing. Move your queen attacking the rook. Oh. Oh, no, you both missed it. The rook's hanging there on h8. You drop back. Rook slides over. Oh, now you're up a rook. And now this is how you win the queen. Oh, you queen trade. Oh, because you're in check. I was like, why don't you take there? You're in check. That's why you don't. You attack the knight. Rook over. Oh, you just take the rook, I'm sure. Rook. Yeah, now I can see how you get the win. Rook down. You just take all their pawns. GG. Oh, will you? Wait. You both get a queen. How did that happen? Here. I guess you can't. Couldn't you? Wait, if you take up here, down, here. I think you could have stopped, but he still win the game. You take that. King 4. This is a draw now. Yeah, you definitely could have stopped, though, if you take that in, like, beforehand. But you're going to go for a... Oh. The eval bar goes back to winning for white. I don't know how this is winning. Oh, they just take here, but they go here. Unfortunate. And that's the win. GG, eh? Congrats on the win, man. Congrats on the win. Yeah, let's go to the tournament here. We have 2 people in here. So not enough for it to not get canceled. If you would like to hop in, if you want to see some tournament play, please join in. Please add yourself in. Be much appreciated. We need 2 more people. So if you don't know how to join my club on chess.com for TikTok. Go to the notes. There'll be a link for it. And if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, go to the link that's in the chat. And then if you want to support in a free way, you can subscribe on YouTube. We're closing in on 1,000. A very big milestone, so that's the way you can support. He got I was say we had a game they're supposed to have, I think, that did not happen. So go up here to g4 attacking, trying to get that mate on that next turn. So we attack the knight there, g4. Alright, against Ali, the knight's gonna go here to f6. Alright. In this game, we're gonna go push this pawn forward. Alright, next game, let's see what we got. Let's go for they stopped knight here with that. Unfortunate. Bishop here, though. Let's try this. Alright, next. This is the fun game. This is free, though. This is free. I'll take that. Let's live a little dangerously. Let's take that pawn there. Alright, next. We're up a pawn in this game. Let's throw our queen down, trying to force the exchange. And in this game, d4, d5. Yeah, that's all the daily games. Alright, a minute left. We need 1 more person. Please, someone, hop in so it does not get canceled. We need 1 more person to hop in this tournament. A 1+0 arena. We need at least 4, and we'll get canceled. So if you want to join in, there's a link again on YouTube and Twitch. And then on TikTok, gotta go to the club if you want to hop in this one. We're on the verge of it not going through. With 40 seconds remaining, 3 people in. Appreciate you, FM and Jackson. We need 1 more. We all have no profile picture. Thank you, Sacrificer. Much appreciated. That is 4. So, it won't get canceled. Now, the more people, the better still. So, still you can hop in if you like to see, if you want to. We have a 4,000 person limit. We have not had that issue ever. So, anyone can hop in. All ratings are welcome. So, please, don't be afraid. But yeah, we have 15 seconds left before me and Sacrificer play our first game. And FM and Jax will play their first game. And let's see what happens from there. But yeah, we have 5 seconds left here. 4, 3, 2 and 1. All right, let's see what happens. Can I win game 1? They're moving very quick. Pawn forward here. I was wondering if they go for that sacrifice. I didn't know if that was winning or not. Let's take. Let's go up here with the queen attacking. Trying to kick it back. They go for the queen trade. Alright, we're up material, but at what cost? I'll say at what cost. We're down. No, we're equal material, actually. Oh, I don't know if that's it. Knight here. Here. Oh! Oh, I blundered. They could have pushed. I did blunder. Wow. That was a huge miss for them on my end. And then king drops back here. Whew. They would have found G4, but they're going so fast that they couldn't find us. Let's go to this next game here. Starting off 1 for 1. That almost went very bad, though. We could have lost that game. For those who didn't see it, a G4 push here. Oh, the game's over. All right, FM won his game as well. Let's see what happens in this one. The Tourneys variation is being played right now. The first thing I learned when I got back into chess, this is always dear to my heart, playing this setup. Bishop's going to slide here. Here. Should have left that there, honestly. Alright, they're taking some time, though. Knight's going to take here. Alright, up some material going into the rest of the game. Knight back cutting off this and taking the thing they were attacking. Queen forward. I want to attack that weak pawn there. Now I want to take that knight, though, which is better than the pawn. And it can't be saved. Take. It's still weak there at the end of the day. They cannot stop that. Capture, and then just Q E7. You could have taken the pawn, but sometimes you just take what you get and go for an endgame. I don't know if I want to castle, though. I don't really want to, but I'm going to castle. I don't want to take too long thinking about this. They move their rook up. Let's go bishop here. Yeah, this is why I wasn't a huge fan of it. Here. Here. It seems like, okay, here. There's a way to survive this. We're going to go up. Rook over, we want to exchange. We're up 12 seconds. That's a decent amount of time. And we went on top. Go to this next game. Hopefully we can start off 3 for 3. You can't do it. I will say, appreciate the new follow there on TikTok. It does take a second to adjust. But I believe the game we played, very accurate play, man. I believe. But, you know, I get if you want to wait for a longer time control. It does take a moment or two. Like, I was 1600 for a while. And you see my rating now. So it took a while for me to, like, get up to where I should be at. Where my rapid and blitz are at. It took a while. Because you have to... It's just practice. You have to lose a lot. Like, I lost a lot of games in Bullet to get up to this rating. But yeah, for those who want to hop in this tournament, it is still an option. Please join in. The more people, the better. The more people, the better. The more people, the more fun. And if you want a slower time control, we will have that poll up again in 25 or so minutes. So you can see something different. If you want to play 5-0, a 10-0, a 3-0 again, you just have to vote for it there in the chat. But yeah, we're waiting for a game. No games are going on. Did everyone leave the tournament? That is possible. Oh, that we have Sacrifice and Illusional playing here. No, the Illusional and FM are playing here. White's up on the board and on the clock. It'd be difficult here for Black to defend. They give a check. King's gonna have to drop back. Oh, that's a mate. Only 2,000 for bullet. You move fast like a 2,200. I'm kind of surprised that's your rating. Knight's gonna slide. Out castle here as well. Here. Knight here. I think I'm winning now because their king is too far away. And we get the win. 0.4 seconds left. Whew, that was a tough game. You're definitely higher than 2,000. You're definitely higher than 2,000, I like to say. A one with 0.4 seconds left on the clock there. Barely enough time to get it, but we get the win there. All right, 0.5 seconds, not 0.4. But whatever it was very close there. I feel like you're just not accurately rated, man. There's no way. There's simply no way you're not like 2,200. That was a crazy game. I was harder than most 2,200s I've played. Move fast and accurately, and that's what bullet is. You gotta play somewhere. Just being 2001 is a disservice to yourself. We're gonna take here. We can go bishop d3, or up here first, and then bishop d3. They're thinking a little too much, I think. They might have to go. Because I'm up already, 7 seconds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for 1-0, that's a lot of time. Like, that's a lot. If someone's up 7 at the end, like, that is... that's a free queen. Take... Oh, what am I... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Just malfunctioned there. I just didn't see that. Here. Take. That's insane. Pawn forward. Up again. This just should not be happening though. Like, I should have won the game already. Oh well. We have to win it again. That's the hardest thing sometimes. Re-winning a game. Like, you already did the work. Or I even do work really, but the game was already won. Here, take this. But you mess up, you gotta re-win it. Knight's gonna slide out the way. And that's going to be, and we get the win. So this next game here on a 4-game win streak. Alright, we're playing Delusional again. I just don't believe you're 2,000. Like, you just, there's no way. There's just no way. We're going to go bishop up here. Queen's going to slide here. Like, you just don't move that fast at 2,000. We're going to take, the knight's going to slide. Okay, slide inaccuracy though. We're going to castle here on this next turn. Knight's going to jump in. Looking to win that pawn there. Alright, now knight back. We're going to drop all the way back here. But they go for h5. Let's go up here, looking to maintain. I would love to exchange this. Let's go up here with our pawn. This is such a tricky position. I think they bailed out at the wrong time. I think they could have... I would have messed up in a move or two. I guarantee. Oh, their rook's trapped. I didn't notice that. Their rook's trapped. That's why they did it. I was like, why did they do that? They had to. I didn't even see that. So they could have done that. Obviously... Oh, what am I doing? Obviously, they didn't know that I didn't know that. Wait. No, that is a misclick. And we went on time, 0.3 seconds. That was a horrible conversion. I don't know what I was doing, but we got the win. I should have lost that game, though. We're playing Jackson here. And again, if you want to hop in from TikTok, you can join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess, PJS Chess, the same thing as my TikTok username. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, the link's there in the chat if you would like to hop in. Let's go up here to H6. Here. Bishop's going to move. Knight's going to move. Rook's going to slide over, then C5. We're up on time. That's our advantage in this game. We're going to go here attacking. Rook over. We're going to trap this knight here in the corner. Win this here. Take, take. And then we're looking to attack there on A2 at the end too. And they go up. We want to capture here on A2. Our rook's active. Let's go here attacking their queen. Over here with our queen. Guarding that rook. That's checkmate there. So this next game, because they have that escape square, when they slide over, they can't move diagonally anymore because that pawn's in the way. So we're on a 6-game win streak. Nice little streak here. Hopefully we can continue, but sacrificers may get us one game. We have to keep winning though. And then again, I put the, I guess the link's the most recent message, so I don't have to put it again. I don't want to spam my own stream, but click on that if you want to hop in. Don't be afraid. A lot of different ratings in here, from 100 to 2300. A lot of variety. So a game for everybody. But yeah, right here looks like black is winning. The rook is going to slide in and just going to take that. Look at the instantaneous nature of this. We're playing again. This is a must-win game because they're on a nice little streak too. Yeah, that was bad play by me. Why'd I let that happen? Knight forward. Oh, that's tough. We get that fork now. I guess moving fast could have some consequences, but it feels all in all like a good thing for Bullet. But they do lose some material there because of their quick motions. So we're going to take here. And then take here, actually, because the rook's guarding. And now we're just up. You know, we're just up some material. We're going to have our knight slide in, attacking the queen. That's a free queen there. In this game, we just get the win. Pretty smooth. Definitely easier than the other 3 games where it was like a 0.3 second win or something like that. Let's go to this next one. We're on a 7-game win streak. We're up 9 on second place, so we're getting some nice points there. And Duckadoo, thank you for those likes. Closing on 9.5 thousand there on TikTok. Much, much appreciated. But yeah, we're waiting for a game. I see someone just joined in. Red, thank you for you joining up. For those who would like to join in, you still can. You still can. 15 minutes left. We have some more tournaments after this one. I'll have the poll up again on TikTok. We're playing Going for FM. Let's see if I can win this game. Hopefully so. And we have a nice advantage over second place, so you don't have to worry too much about it. And not gonna do again. Appreciate these likes. Closing in on that 9.6 thousand now. Up here to C3. Take, take. Knight's gonna jump. I don't want to do what I did last game, which was give up a queen after winning a queen. That was not fun, not ideal. If you get an advantage, you want to keep it the rest of the game. Take. They take, we're going to take. Capture, castle. And this is just a winning end game. As you're up a pawn, the knight's going to jump. Yeah, I'm totally fine with exchanging. They give me both open files to try and work on here. Yeah, I could have pushed up to b5 probably. Have our knight jump in though. Take with check. That was free and I missed it, wasn't it? Yeah, it was free and I missed it. Oh well. Take this here. We're up on time. Oh! We went on time. Oh, I did not think I want to go back there. That's crazy. We almost threw that game. GG, GG. Let's go up. Luckily, we had a time advantage. That's why time matters so much. I needed that advantage in order to secure that one. And take that pawn there. Up here. Solidifying that. Yeah, probably not a better way to go about it than just doing this. Let's go get our king to safety. And everything is guarded. Let's castle. Attack queen here. Up here attacking queen. And we're still putting pressure. Take, take, take. Rook here. Yeah, we're up, but at what cost is the question. Take this, and now kind of easy to see a way to break through. And we get the win. Dude, look at the games we're winning, man. We're winning by point. What's going on, Salvador? How you doing, man? We got a bullet tournament going on right now if you want to join in. I'll keep winning by 0.seconds against them. This is crazy. This is crazy. Can't process. Ah, fair, yeah. It does take a second or two, or some games. That was crazy. I don't know how I won that one, but we held on despite us throwing the game away, basically. We were winning. And we let them just get a great position. 0.8 seconds was the difference there. Not a lot, but enough. Drop the bishop back here. This game, we're off to a plus 5-second advantage. So a nice start. They're taking some time calculating something. Yeah, I missed going knight there earlier. I realized that too. I did it too late. Much too late. I want to sacrifice, but I don't see it. I want to sack, but I don't see the sack. And I can't do that if I don't see it. But it felt like that was winning. Somehow. They go for it. They have the stomach for what I couldn't. They go for it. And it may not even be working. But that's what you gotta do sometimes. Knight's going to slide in to win this rook. And we're up on time as well, so we're probably going to win this game. And we're going to lose some material and lose some clock, unfortunately, with the knight here on f6 attacking there on g4. We're going to take that soon, take knight back here attacking. And now we're going to pile up on this angle here. I allowed that for a second. Very not good. Take this, take check. They have 6 seconds left. That's going to be free. Rook over. Maybe they were hoping I wasn't paying attention and they were going to get something. Here. Check. Check. I think it's actually mate coming up soon. But it was the next game. So we get 10 for 10. Playing going for FM. Alright, we've had a lot of close calls. Can we get one that's more convincing? I don't want to keep going down to the wire. We need to get a win earlier in the game. Because eventually if I keep doing this, I'm going to lose. Like, I'm not going to win every game by 0.8 seconds forever. Like, that's not realistic. That's a bad process. Let's try and get a win on a different part of the game. Let's double up on the file. Oh, that's a free rook. See, there we go. Now let's just convert this quickly. Let's not waste any time here. Take, check, take. Take, check, take. Alright, they can get all the other ones. Let's go get a queen here. And now we'll have mate soon. Check. 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 Checkmate. Alright, let's get the win. That's a nice one. 11 for 11. Let's go to this next game here. Hopefully we can go 12 for 12. A nice start to this tournament. We have 8 minutes left. Let's see if we can hold on. I can't say I played what's going on, Amy? Can't say I played amazing, but we've got some nice wins in there, and we still have yet to lose some points. We want to keep ahead though. We don't want to give second place any chance to catch up, so we have to win every game for the remainder. I mean, we've done that so far. We got to maintain though. Got to maintain. Now it's at 10.5 thousand likes there. Much appreciate everyone that's been chipping into that. That's quite a big number. And very appreciative. But we're waiting for a game here. Hopefully I can win. But yeah, we're waiting. Let's see if we can watch one. Who can we watch? Who's playing? We have Red and Delusional Sacrificer. The Sacrificer is up on the board and on the clock. Alright, we're playing Amy here. Let's see what happens. D4, D5. Alright, moving quick to start off. Respect. Going to slide up. B6. The F4 move, a stonewall type of setup. I'm going to throw our pawn here to C5. Bring our rook over here. Man, what do I do? They look for a break. We're going to slide everything up. We're up 6 seconds. I mean, that's not the end of the world. Queen here. It's not that much time, but it's enough. Alright, let's castle. I don't know what's happening. I think, am I losing? Okay, bishop back here. Oh man, that's not good at all. We have to go up now. And then over here to guard. Somehow we're holding though. I'm not sure how we've held this at all. We're up. We're up after that exchange. $14 seconds left. Now this is a win. As you can imagine, we go take everything, and we just have to. Oh, they take the rook. I missed that. But we have 4 pawns, so not enough material, not enough time, and we go for our 12th win. Playing a Delusional Sacrificer here. Let's see if we can continue our streak, or will we lose here? Let's take castle. That's not what I meant to do. That's a little annoying. I meant to do something else, because this doesn't work, but something else may have worked. A bit of a mouse slip or misclick, and that'll do it sometimes. That's all it'll take. We lost the edge here. If they check, we have king. Check. Take this, and we get a pawn back. So that's huge. Huge news. Alright, we're going to move our knight here. I gave up my queen there accidentally. We get the win. Low time mistakes will happen. I can't believe I won that game. I gave him my queen, but I had to let go because I didn't want to lose on time. Wow, that's crazy. But we win that one, and we continue our streak today. I'm going to take this here, drop our bishop back. Pawn's going to go, wait. Oh, can I even guard that? Huh. And, here? That's a little weird. Let's go here, getting out the way of that rook. They're trying to manually castle, it looks like. Alright, I'm lower on time. They have me thrown off. I'm not playing fast or good right now. We need to lock in a little bit, because this is not acceptable. I don't know why I'm moving so slow. We need to move quicker. Alright, only down 4 seconds now. Alright, take up. Alright, we're back in it. We're now equal on time. I'm going to take this pawn here. I was free for a while, but I didn't have a time I was cool with taking it. Now I'm fine with taking it. We're going to go here for this pin. Take, and we still have that pin at the end there. They can't stop me from winning. Take here. That doesn't quite work. You can take this now. King forward. Rook over because you have 2 rooks to work. Rook here guarding that free pawn. Check. You can slide over, double stacking on this. Take with check. You can move your rook up looking to guard. Rook down looking to exchange. We're up on time and up on the board. King forward, over. And we went on time. That was barely a win too. We're letting these get a little bit too close in the end game here. This game doesn't have to end. There's only a minute left. So this one doesn't actually have to end. And I'll start the poll after this one. Alright, there's 41 seconds left. Again, neither of us have to lose this game. Like, we could both just stall if we wanted to at the end. So it's not going to matter too much what's happening. Bishop's going to slide. And we look for another set of exchanges. Again, it just doesn't really matter that much. Queen's going to slide forward. They take, because 22 seconds remain. We both have much more time than that left. I think I am slightly better, though, here. That pawn would be falling if this were a real game. And yeah, they have to just give it up. And we're just +1 going to the rest of the game. Up here, looking to potentially, or perfect. I mean, I didn't think they were going to let me do that, but let's go. That's over. I got first place here. Was able to stay undefeated. Went 14 for 14. There was no sacrifice for second place. Very fun games. 33 points there. And then third going for them there with a bronze medal. So, let me start this again. Much more rapid than bullet now. Dude, you have to be... There's no way you're 2001, man. You have to be like 2,200 something. You got to play some more bullet. What's your rapid rating sitting at right now, though? Because, yeah, you were 1,600 at a point on stream, right? Yeah, the poll is restarted there. Jackson, it is restarted. So if you want to vote for Blitz, vote for that. I'll vote for 10 seconds plus 1 second. But I'm cool with losing. I don't have a huge preference. And then Captain, more appreciate that follow there. Okay, let's full screen this now. If you want to vote for YouTube or Twitch, type in the chat for me. And we have one vote, my vote right now. So anyone else, please type in or vote on the poll if you're watching on TikTok. Because the poll is up. The poll is up there. I don't see any votes just yet. But if you do want to vote, you can type in that. But yeah. Alright, let's see if I've missed any messages. I have not missed any messages. So let's say another 50 seconds. Vote for 5-0. So it's 1-1 right now with my vote and a 5-0 vote, which is a 10 plus 1 vote by the way, to the 5-0. Let's see if I missed anything else. But yeah, you can vote there on TikTok with that poll. How do you vote? I gotta be honest, I do not know. I gotta be honest with you, I have no clue. I mean, I don't usually do it. I haven't done it from the viewer side ever. Does anyone in chat know how to and can let post edits know? See, 2 votes in. 2 votes for 5-0 and a vote for 3-0. So it looks like mine's not going to win. Anyways, with another. Appreciate that, UNC. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but UNK. Much appreciate it. Let's see. The time is up now. And 5-0 has 2 votes to 1 for 3-0 to 1 for, what would I vote? 10 seconds plus 1 second. So that'll probably be our final tournament for the day. 2100 rapid. I had 2100 rapid for the first time today, actually. I realized I hadn't done it, so I went ahead and did that. So that was pretty cool. I don't know. I hadn't played rapid too often. Usually I don't play rapid. My brain is... Oh, you vote for 3-0. So that we have a tie. 3-0, 2 votes for 3-0, 2 votes for 5-0, and a vote for 10 seconds plus 1. So I guess I'll switch my vote then to 3-0. Yeah, I'll vote for 3-0 then. So I'll make it 3-2. I'll switch mine. So we're going to go for one more 3-0 turn before we end off the stream. So more time. First time playing over 30 Blitz games in a while. What's your Blitz rating sitting at right now? Let's go here. New club tournament match. My club. Can I three-peat? Is the question. Can I three-peat and complete the sweep for this stream? Let's go for 3-0. 1 hour. I'm going to set this for... This is the wrong day, I'm sure. I'm going to set this for 11:30. Oh, of course, this is the wrong day. I would allow it. 11:36. Alright, this all looks good. About to make this in chat for those watching on YouTube and Twitch. Here is the link. I don't know. I was winning by 0.3 seconds. They were very close games. Very close games. About to put in the notes for those watching on TikTok. And honestly, we can go over some games that I played today. Would you guys rather see the ones for the Collegiate Chess League or the Rapid games? We have 5 minutes, so we have some time. If you have any preference, let me know. I really don't care that much, honestly. Wow, look how many games in a row I've won. That's crazy. Hold on, I want to show that real quick. I've won, I think, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. 40. I've won 45 chess games straight. That's low-key crazy. This is Chess Glue Bottle. But I know you've been here before. That's crazy. I thought I've lost. It has not felt like that because I've been in some tough positions. But I don't see any votes. So I'm going to vote for... I'll go through this Rapid game here. Wait, is this the one? I think this is the game I was losing for a second, right? Is this it? No, this is not it. This is a cool one. I'll show this one too. I'll show this one as well. So, what happened in this rapid game? This is a game that got me to 2100. I'm pretty sure. So I am losing, but look at this. They go b4, so you can omp assault and it's just winning because you're attacking the bishop, and we can take here. Have the flame. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? What'd I say? If I said something wrong, my bad. My bad. I don't remember though. We can taking there. It wins the rook. So that was the problem. You either lose the bishop or you lose the rook. So if you move the rook, I would have just taken this. So that was a cool one. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I do have a cool one too. The other rapid games weren't that fun. Let's see. This game I have no clue how I won. No, it's not this one. This game. I think it was this one. Yeah, I have no clue how I won this one here. Look at this. 83%. They had a brilliancy, and they were completely winning. I'm pretty sure, because I'm not the best against this. I know you have to take now. But knight here to h6, the only move you can play. Castle, the only move you can play. Then you take here, and I go on to win very quickly, because they make some mistakes. They're actually winning here. But they allow queen over, forcing the exchange. Queen here, and then they just drop that. And then, wow, appreciate those likes there. Let's go FM. Let's go to this next one here. We have like 3 minutes left, so we can go over another game. What game do I want to show? This game was from the CCO. This is game 4. So we had already won the tournament at this point. We won in 3 rounds. We cooked. But this is a fun game because I played horrible in the opening. Like you see all the mistakes. They're just winning. Like you can see here, plus 1.6, and then what I do is pretty cool. So I'm plus 3, but they mess up with bishop here. They don't take that. I take, and I don't let them get back in the game. After knight back along rook here to h8. Looking at this, and you take with, I took with check, although here apparently is better. I saw knight there, so I didn't do that. But I think what I missed is that there's queen there after, as I'm seeing now. I did not see that during the tournament though. I went f5, winning this. And now we go to this end game that I just slowly converted. This is a fun game. It mattered not for the tournament, but I wanted to win for my rating. I didn't want to lose any points, even though we already won. I was trying to get a mate net, but they get out the way. They're slippery. But eventually, I was able to convert as the king slides in. But yeah, I'll make videos on all the tournament games I played recently. I played 10 tournament games the last 2 days, and I'll show all of them. They were very fun. A double OT win yesterday. So that was a hard win. Only me in the tournament. Do we want to do something else? It's just me in here. Do we want to play something different? Oh no, we have 2 other people. If so, that's all good. If you want to see me do the puzzle rush, survival, if you guys liked that, I'm cool. I personally don't care what I do, as long as it's chess related. So if you guys want to see the puzzles instead, let me know. Wait, so you're trying to join in? Okay, so you're trying to get in here. We will be waiting then. The London? Oh, is this the stream for you? I only play the London, so you'll be very happy. Have a happy viewing experience. That's like all I play is a London system. I know the Queen's Gambit kind of. No e4 though. I don't know e4. I couldn't play that unless it was like a 2,000 difference in rating. I don't know as much theory as some people in my club, who I am definitely a little bit better than. But let's see here, d4, d5, e6. Like I just don't know e4 at all. I knew it when I was a kid. I don't remember it. Let's go bishop here to d6, pawn forward, c6, bishop, queen here. Okay. Actually, didn't I just go over the game I played this? I think I just went over a game where something very similar happened here. I'll castle, because I feel like there's something going to happen here in a second. Let's just get to safety. Let's go for c5 now. Yeah. I have to get out the way. That much is clear. Take. We'll have knight take. Oh, I see the problem. Yeah. Oh, you can take care of check first, though. Oh, what am I? Wait, that's worse. What? How? Oh, no, that's not worse. You take... Yeah, you would have taken there. It's still not good. I don't know what I was thinking. Rook's going to slide over here, looking to guard this pawn. E4, D4, boring. I like boring though. I love the monotony of playing D4. It's the whole appeal for me, honestly. The queen's gonna slide here. Looking to hopefully they trade. They don't. Yeah, I'm getting outplayed right now. Can you even go queen there? No. Queen here? I'm down on time. Let's turn that around. I don't want to be down on time for the rest of the game. That's quite the disadvantage. We're already losing on the board, so we got to speed this up some whatever we decide to do. They move forward attacking. They get aggressive. Going to drop our knight back. Pretty much the only move anyway, so I don't need to take too long to calculate that. They move their knight. I'm going to go bishop here, and then probably rook over to get out the way of the diagonal. Rook here. And right now we're doing okay. Alright, they move their pawn in. See, like this is just not pleasant at all. Because you have to go back, because this rook's the only thing that's guarding this here. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. That's just not true. Let's move our knight out the way, though. We missed that. Yeah, you can't take this because this hangs, which is what I missed. So we're down material. The knight's going to jump in, though. Here's your lights there, Joao. Closing it at 10.5 thousand. They're going to move that queen back. Now we can take this, I think. I need to move quicker because I'm definitely way too low on time. And I'm acknowledging it, but I'm not moving faster. So I need to actually move faster and not just say, oh, I move faster. So the next move I probably want to make with little time on the clock, or little thought given, because we have to move. Like, it's no point in taking a while and just losing on time. Like, at that point, you're going to lose anyways, like, if you run out. So I also play something. Let's take this here. Whatever. So I moved too quick. I moved too quick because he had knight there, but I missed it. We're at minute 12 now. We're up on time. I feel like I definitely had some better stuff than I've been playing these last two moves, but I'm trying not to take that much time. So it's taking some accuracy away, I'll say. Take this here for sure, and then I don't know, here. Here, this is guarding. Alright, and let's go from here. Okay. There's nothing you can take. Maybe we push up. I'm up on time, but barely. I'm up about 8 seconds. Okay, to slide in. Have our queen go here. They slide over. We're going to go over. We're trying to force them to exchange with me. Over here. Oh, that's free though. I did miss that. I was like, oh, I almost messed up, but I did not mess up. That is free. I'm gonna go here. Here, oh, finally. We should win this move because they have to take this. So we have that premium. We're gonna win this move with time spent. Up here. Rook down, we're up 5 seconds. And we get the win. They can only go g5 in this hx g5 checkmate. GG to game number 1. That was a tough game. We're able to hold on, though, at the end. We have some nice tactics after losing that middle game exchange, because they definitely were slightly better for a second. And we start off 1-for-1 in this one. A nice start to the three-peats. Go to game number 2. Very good game, very good game. We're waiting for a game, though. Let's see if we can watch one. Let's watch Jackson and FM play. Hey, FM's up in this game. Let's see Mac and this guy playing. Bishop can take. Very interesting that's happening. Black's up 2 pawns. I don't know. I guess Black is better. And if you want to join in, you don't know how. If you're watching on TikTok, join my club on chess.com. It's PJ's Chess, PJS Chess. The same thing as my TikTok username. And once you're in there, go to the notes section. There'll be a link for this tournament. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, the link's there in the chat. Relatively recent. So you can click on that. It'll take you straight there. But yeah, I'm going for a three-peat if you're just tuning in. I won the last 2. Hopefully I can. This will be the last one of today. Or not today, because it's going to end at like after 12 a.m. and I'll be on later. But of this stream, this is the last one. So can I finish off on the three-peat, or will someone get the win besides me? We're starting off 1-for-1 though, and that's what you want to see when you're trying to do something like that. You need to have good starts, great starts. But that was a good game. I almost lost to them. So if I play them again, no guarantee, but it is where I want to begin at. But the queen's there on f4 for the white pieces. They're looking to attack down despite them being down this material. Oh, there's not 2 pawns. They're down a piece for a pawn. Yes, it's not 2 pawns as I had mentioned before. They go up here to f5. The rook can slide into, yeah, to e6. That looks like a nice square. If the queen and bishop were flipped, black or white has some counterplay to go for, something. But I'm not sure if that's what's happening here. The rook slides up. Ooh, yeah, I don't know if the rook can go up. Oh, but there's a way. There's a way to get out of that, I think. All right, playing going for FM here. We're going to go d4. Hopefully we can get this win. It'd be much preferred, as we want to get these 3 points as quick as possible. Get to 4 points a win and try and win games on that 4.0 win streak. All right, this is it's not bullet. You don't have to move quite as fast, but it is 3-0. You still have to move kind of quickly. So we're going to try and move quick. And we're already up 10 seconds. Now that doesn't matter right now, as the game doesn't end at 2 minutes and 40. But as it goes, if it dwindles down more and more, you'll see that that's a nice advantage. And they'll have to make some quick decisions that may not be the best at some point. I'm going to go up here to a4 and then g4, kicking that bishop back. Oh, I don't kick it back. They move their bishop in. Let's take this, have our knight retreat. Alright, this will be fun. I think I see their idea too. See if they do what I'm thinking. I'll be honest. If they play the move I'm not thinking. Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. F5. I think we've played this exact line before too. I'm not even coming up with something new. We've played this before. That's probably why I know what they're going to do there. Or know what's good there too. We're going up here to g5. I don't know if I'm winning that much. I can't say. I think they're slightly better, if I were to guess. I don't think I've handled this perfectly, but I don't think the game's over or anything. Let's go up here to make sure this is guarded. You see he's up to 20 seconds now. Alright, and now the rook comes down. Bishop here. Oh, no. Yeah. I need to go f5. That's a bit of a miss there. Well, luckily there's a way you can get out of this. Because you can take here, and this is guarding this here. You could go here. Try and maintain it. Oh, then queen here. That's an interesting lineup. Yeah, that's interesting. Queen can go there. But I need to get the pawn to f5. Maybe not anymore. Maybe it's not as big of a deal now. Here. The king's going to have to move so that this rook can get active. This is not a fun conversion. Like, I'm up a pawn. This is the worst. Oh, no. Now this is nice now. But maybe the problem is knight in. There's no good response, really. Yeah, the bishop's too out of place. And they've wow, great eyes. Great eyes. I do have a way to stop with king here, But there's no way to actually guard it with moving the bishop or anything, because then if you move this pawn up, this is too weak. The rook has a way to guard it, though. I don't know if this is a long-term solution, but better to have something for at any point in time versus none, because a second ago I would have just given that up. I'm going to have to go up here. They move their knight in. Rook's going to slide over. I need to get in f5, but it's not that easy. Like they know that. Like they are not just going to let me do something that benefits me. Like obviously they see that as well. And then rook up just runs into knight back. Yeah, they're going to get the pawn back. We can't focus on that as a way to win, as we clearly can't maintain it. I'm going to have to go rook up though. We're going to try. Oh, that's wrong, I think. They had better. They had better, I believe. Maybe it doesn't lose them the game, but it's little things like that, you know, they'll add up eventually. The problem is the bishop is too weak, so if you go here, they can still go back because the king can't move. So I'm going to drop this out the way. No, he still can go. Still here, though, because you want to. I want to give this pawn back up, or not give. They're going to take it back, so I can't stop that part of it. But we can reroute our bishop. Wow, they're not even looking for that. They're going for something else. Huh. That's not what I thought they were doing. And this is even better than what I thought they were doing. I'm just going to have to give this up. I have no other option, really. It's not what I want to do, but the alternative I think is worse. So we're just going to have to do this. And also, I can't spin. Oh, they don't take that. Really? I'm confused on their plan, because like they're setting up like a genius level like idea, but they're not going for that idea. They're going like their idea is not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but there's a better idea, I'm sure, and they're not going for. So what are they going for? Is what I want to see, because there's something that's better than what they've done so far. Let's go up here to f5. But like they've set up this amazing like setup where I can't do anything. I kind of just have to sit there and hope I don't lose. But they're not going for it. They go here. Well, I mean, you have to take like that. Like it's no point in even calculating. Back. And I went on time. They were winning. I'm like pretty sure. I did the analysis. I'm pretty sure I was losing that game. Like there's no way I was winning that game. That was crazy. That was an amazing attack. If they just, I think it was like a couple moments. I had a higher accuracy. I don't think I did though. Yeah, I'm definitely losing here. Bishop e2 is a blunder. Apparently it's take. But yeah, this is just horrible. Wait, was I defending that whole time though? There's no, I'm winning here? Wow. I had a better position than I thought I did. Oh no, I am losing. I knew I was losing. This is wrong. It's bishop back to give that up. Yeah, so they were winning for 2 moves. I messed up for 2 moves, but they didn't capitalize, and then... No. Oh, I'm winning a lot here after bishop back. But yeah, they didn't capitalize, able to hold on. It didn't feel like a good position at all. Even when I was drawing it, I felt like I was losing it, honestly. Yeah, let's go to this next game here. GG. We're starting off 2 for 2. See if we can get game number 3 or not. That was almost cooked. I'm trying to get this 3P. Almost put a wrench in it there. GG. GG. The rook slides over. Actually, you weren't. Well, the only time you were winning was the when I moved bishop e or b3 and then bishop e2. I thought you were winning before that too, but apparently I could have defended that. I don't know if I would have defended that, but it said it was. Oh, white's. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Rook to e2. Yeah, you still could just take that. Don't get scared. Don't get scared, because it's not checkmate. Let's see if they get scared. Bishop captures e4 is fine, because you're guarding on g2. Are they worried about that too much? Oh, they're too worried. They're too worried. You can take the knight. There's not checkmate. But I understand the hesitance. And you're actually going to lose more material now, though. Yeah. Oh, you're losing now. You move and knight captures f3. Quite the switch. Because they would have been up a minor piece. And just like that, the rook moves and knight captures f3. You lose the rook there on e1. Look at the difference a move or two makes. They're thinking, yeah. I see the hesitation because this looks... It looks not fun. So I do get it. But you got to go for that there. Let's go to this game. d4, d5. e6 looking for the exchange. Take. The knight's going to jump e6 here. No, c6. I keep saying e6. c6 here. Bishop's going to slide up. I rarely play this position from the black point of view. I'm usually playing white when I do this, when it's a bishopless end game, or middle game. Or I guess this is a end game / middle game. It won't be bishops the rest of the game. They've both been traded. This one of us promotes our pawn to a bishop. So it's weird being on the other side. I usually have this side. But it's not bad. I'm very used to it. I'm comfortable playing this type of position. We're going to push our pawn forward. I don't feel out of touch or like I'm out of my depth here. But they push. We're going to take this. That does give them an isolated pawn. And they did it intentionally. So they don't feel like it's too much of a weakness. I think it is a weakness. So let's see if I can prove them wrong. I think this is my target the rest of these next 5 minutes. I'll be going after this a lot. King here first. Because this is free. If we lose that, then going after that is pointless. Rook here, I think, is amazing. Because we won the pawn now. Yeah, take, and they can't guard it because they have to go back and take that. You're going to take here. And you're winning a second pawn, I'm pretty sure. Unless there's something I'm missing. Because they have to guard their knight. And then b2 sinking. They don't guard their knight, though. We're going to take this here. And now we're up a lot of material. And they resign. Let's go to this next game here. Alright, let's see if we can go on a 4-game win streak. The more wins, the better. We want to have it at the end where I'm not sweating. Well, hopefully I can. Because I want to get this three-peat. I have done that one stream recently, but before that has been a while. And I want to do it without stressing a little, stressing. I want to just be up, 20 minutes left. It's kind of impossible. That's the goal. But everyone's making it difficult. There have been some hard games. FM almost won. 2 moments there where black was winning. But I'm gonna move our knight here to d2. The club name is PJ's Chess, so it's the same thing as my TikTok username there, PJ's Chess. And once you're in there, go to the notes. There'll be a link for the tournament for you. Or go to the YouTube PJ's Chess or the Twitch PJ's Chess 993, and there will be a link in the chat. This is a free pawn, sadly. So we're gonna take there on b5, and then we're gonna go bishop back here. I don't really need anything on that. I don't need to take that knight and give them bishop b5 themselves. But we got a pawn, and that is enough. That's enough. We gotta make this a win now, because it should be a win just plus this material. As this double pawn will soon be undoubled. This is another pawn, though, that the rook moves. We're gonna take down a6. Now we're plus 2 points, and that's gonna be enough for a win. They capture in the center. We're gonna capture back with this e pawn, and potentially go b4 at some point. So it's no longer getting pointed at. But this is still guarded. Like if they took this, takes back guarding b3 still. So it doesn't really matter that much. But in terms of simplicity, probably makes sense to do that. Yeah, let's just go up here now. Get this out the way. Now b2 is the origin point, because this is guarded by this. They push. Let's just drop back here to h2, and the knight's going to jump here in the center. We're up these 2 pawns, but we're not up a whole lot, so our room for error is not that high. We can't give up any exchanges. We have to keep the pressure on, and knight to e5 does that, attacking that knight. The knight can also jump to this square. Kind of pointless, so that's why I'm looking here instead. And then we go rook here to a1. Because we want this knight gone so that we can put our rook here on a7, which is a better rank than the 6th rank where nothing's here. Things are here. Thing is here. We have things to attack, and hopefully they'll let us. If we exchange here, we have our bishop sitting, pinning the king, although it's not. Or pinning the knight, I guess, but you can't do very much with it. Rook's going to slide down now to the 7th rank, which the knight guarded that square, but our rook's sitting there now because the knight was exchanged here on e5. They slide over. All right, let's bring another rook over. We have pieces. Let's get them all involved, and we can then slowly build in. This is a free knight with rook captures, and we can slide our rook in now, as you can see. We get the wins of this next game on a 4-game streak. All right, see what happens this time. d4, bishop f4, e3, knight f3. You know, nothing out of the ordinary we've seen so far. Up here to c3 first. Knight forward, pawn forward, and they're moving quickly. They're moving quickly. They're going to slide their knight here. We have bishop h2 as this escape spot. Bishop d3 because they haven't fianchettoed, so you can go bishop d3 instead of bishop e2. They drop their knight back, and knight here. We're up 10 seconds. We're up 10 seconds. We're going to try and make that larger as the game progresses. We want to snowball effect that. I move their bishop in. The knight's going to slide here d5. Looking to exchange here on e5. That's a nice trade. If they go for it. They do go for it. All right, we have our bishop sitting here in the center. I'll go a5. I'll go a5. I want to stop their queen from getting any good squares. I want to go queen here, but I soon realized queen here, c4, and I'm just losing. So I can't do that. And then wow, appreciate those likes there. Closing it on 10.5 thousand. But yeah, our pawn sitting here on a5. Gorgeous spot. Take here. Again, see the time is plus 30 now. It was 10. We just want to keep building upon that time advantage to the point where it's just hard to deal with. Alright, now they create a positional weakness with going there, because queen here is going to attack this, as they don't have a pawn to push or a bishop to fork either. This is just a weakness. They can guard it. They don't even go to guard it there. Now you could cash in now. My thing is, they actually... Oh, they literally can't guard the pawn because their queen can't go here. So we don't have to do this. So just go back here and we can take it on the next turn. It's unguardable. We just want to take Q captures b5, keep our beautiful bishop. We don't want to have their knight take it. That's not really worth it. And even if you couldn't win this, I might even keep the bishop because it's just better than winning a double pawn that I want eventually. Like at some point I would win it. Like they push, take this now, or up the pawn. They take, and you're still up that 1 point of material. And that's enough for a nice advantage for the rest of the game. Rook's going to capture. Let's control the A file and the B file. We have these pieces working in harmony. Their knight's going to slide. Alright, rook over now. They can't slide in our knight, and they get rid of the bishop now, but it's done enough. It's done its job at this point. We're going to have our rook slide here attacking the queen. Okay. Knight's going to slide here. This is not an easy conversion. Queen back. They're playing very good. I messed up. Yeah, because now they have counterattack. I messed up somewhere. Maybe too aggressive on the A file. It was probably nothing there. And I was trying to make something happen. But yeah, I do prefer them a little bit. Maybe not prefer, but I do think it's difficult. Like it's not a forced win, I should say. There's still a game to be played. I am up 40 seconds and a rook now. But prior to that, I think it was pretty... I think they might be... I don't know if they're winning, because I guess I do have a pawn. But it's not easy at all. Because they have this attack here, and the queen might be overloaded soon. You could take... But I don't want to take this way, because they'll be there still. So we're going to check first, and then take, so they're not attacking on b2 at the end of it. So take here, and then rook down. I guess you could have went rook down anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. Now their king's also farther away. Just that slight difference, I feel like it does matter when trying to convert. Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to do that, because I would have done that too. We're going to go queen here, though. A nice touch. Queen b5. Getting it in the game. Right. And then, because it's closer to that side of the board, they're going to have to just throw their queen to like G8 or something. And when they go G8, we can bring a rook there. Or you could go, oh, QC6. That's what's winning. You just go QC6 after. And then your rook slides down. Because they can't stop it. They have to just push a pawn or something. And just go rook here. And now that's over. We're going to take the queen here. Check. And you take this pawn here on F7. And we get the win. GG. Let's go to this next game. Look at the standings. We're 10 ahead. But hey, anything can happen. We got to keep winning. Got to keep the pressure up. What's going on, Soggy? How you doing, man? We got a 3-0 arena going on right now if you want to hop in the tournament. Appreciate that, Dunkadoo. Here is the link to it. Alright, let's see what they do. E4, E5. Did it say? Yeah, I just sent. And move their knight, move my knight for the Petrov opening. D6, knight C3. Probably the best response to it. I guess also you could take. And Dunkadoo, thank you for those likes there. Closing in on 11,000 almost. C5. Let's see if we can continue our streak. Hopefully we can. So we want to roll into the... want to roll to the end of this tournament. Good. This is the halfway point. We've got a good advantage. Like, I can't say that I've done bad. We haven't lost. I mean, I can't complain. But I don't think I've played that good. Like, that game against FM's in the back of my mind. I really... 2 moves, I was at the mercy. So, I mean, I play a little bit better if we want to secure this 3-peat. But yeah, they move their rook over. Move my rook over too, I guess. The knight slides in. Bishop back here. How do you get better? It's a good question. I mean, honestly, for me, puzzles and playing are like the best 2 things. It's like the main, I guess that's everything is puzzles and playing. But Rapid, if you are having trouble just seeing the game, I would say Rapid's a good thing to practice. I think Lichess, they have Puzzle Storm, which is something I think, I talk about that all the time on my stream. I was introduced to it by my coach. I think it's probably the most underutilized thing chess players. It's now on chess.com, it's free, and it just has a lot of, it really helped me with Bullet, I would say. And their puzzles are really good too. Yeah, puzzles, Rapid. I say those are the main things, to be honest with you. But their knight drops back. We can go knight here. Right, looking to exchange this here. We're not up on time at all. Yeah, they get out the way of their bishop being trapped. But they lose another... Oh! No! No, 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 no! I mess up. I have an inaccuracy. A pretty big one, too. I missed that their bishop's there. Wow. Yeah, we're losing. Alright. We gotta get a win out of a losing position. That's tough. That's tough. I completely missed their bishop. Just a complete miscalculation. No excuse. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, well, we're going to take this first. Get something for her. We have 2 pawns for the knight. Alright, the rook slides over. Let's throw forward some attack, getting away from this as well. Alright. We have to play pretty much perfect because of that. But we do have an aggressive position. And I think that is probably the best remedy for the scenario we're in. Here, slide our rook over. We're down on time. I move quicker. Yeah, we can't be down on time. That is an inexcusable part of this. Oh, well, that's a free queen. Alright, now we're just winning. We get the queen back there. A blunder for a blunder, but 1. And you discover check and you win the rook too. Yeah. GG. So this next game here. And we're 7 ahead of Danto. But see, that's why I gotta keep winning. Because they're on a 3-game win. They're getting 4 points a win. I have to keep winning to keep the advantage. And we're at a halfway point and we're up 7. So that's a good spot to be halfway. But we gotta get some more wins. We gotta get them quicker too. Luckily, we're still on our streak. Let's watch a game in the meantime. Let's see. Jackson and Danto are playing. Oh, this game's over. No, what game can we watch instead? Danto and Skylar here. Skylar. And I'm waiting for a game, so if you hop in now, you'll play me immediately. You'll play me immediately if you want to be on the big screen. Everyone can see your game. Join up the tournament. But this game's happening here. The queen gave a check. The queen can go forward looking to guard the check, but the knight guards it instead. Don't think there's a huge difference. There's no issue there. The knight's going to slide here to c6. Castle. Take. A3, b4. And it's looking like white is doing pretty good here. I guess this is weird for me, but it's not bad. I just usually don't take that. I usually take this way when that happens. But it's interesting. I love getting in a game though, because if I get in a game, I have a chance to get some more points. I'll put the link in the link's most recent message. Then we have everyone who wants to joined in. But here it is again, just in case someone has just scrolled by chance and you have not seen the link. There it is for you. And if you're watching on TikTok, again, you gotta join my club, go to the notes section, and there'll be a link there for you. But yeah, right now, it is looking like there's just an advantage for white. They're going to take this in this game, yeah. And then bishop d5, and they're going to be crushing eventually. With bishop there to d5, attacking the rook there on a8. But again, we're waiting for a game. So you hop in now, you'll play me on the big screen. 28 minutes into it, left in it, so not too much. Oh, knight slides in. What a nice touch. And that's going to... Oh, it's not mate, though. Good defense from Jackson. It's not mate. They avoid it with king sliding over. You're losing material, but hey. The objective is to get checkmated. If you resign, the game's over. You never know what can happen. A losing position can turn to winning. And they... Oh, rook or knight there is even better, too. I thought queen's going to capture on c6. Oh, no, it's not better. Because... Let's see if they find it. Oh, I see. Oh, that's crazy. Very nice play. Very nice play. I see your idea here. I missed it for a second. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Let's see if you play it. Were you doing it for that reason? Do they? No. There's okay. I won't say it then. But there is something on the board. If you're watching, you may see it. There was something there that could have happened. But I will not spoil. Let's see. Okay, it's still here. It is still here, but I won't spoil. No, they don't see it. They didn't see it. Oh my god. There was mate. There was mate there. There was bishop to f7 checkmate. There. And then here bishop f7. But yeah, it's back again. This is why I just said it too. You never resign. That's why Jackson defends. Good defense. Great defense. Let's see Danto and Scalar's game here. Danto is up the exchange. Going there to attack the queen. Man, I need a game. I need a game. We need a game in order to try and... Oh my god. What a tactic. Knight to f2. Brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. That's insane. Knight f2, you take the queen. Dude, that's absurd. That is absurd. Great find. Great find. Alright, d4, d5, e6 here looking to exchange. And then knight to f6. That's crazy. For those who didn't see it, you couldn't do anything. Like, white's just losing after that. That's huge for me because Danto's chasing to catch up, and the more losses, the better. We had 11,000 likes there on TikTok. Much appreciated for all that support. Closing on 11.2 thousand is the next go. We're going to castle here. b6 and bishop b7. Knight d7. Here, knight d7. And then c5. You see the time differential? We're up 20 seconds. Rook c8. c5. We want to try and break through. That is our objective here. Alright, take care of the e-pawn. Bishop d6. Here. Looking to attack. And the rook can slide to e8. But they don't go for that. Queen's going to take. And then rook e8 here. And then knight can slide to e4. Well, not knight e4 anymore as they stopped that idea. Rook slides over. And we're up 30 seconds now. If we just keep growing and growing and growing, we'll be up a lot of time. They have isolated pawn as well, but they also have a good... Oh, I don't know if I would have done that. They also have a good position. I think it was better to not do it that way, though. We're going to slide our rook over here. Attacking the bishop. Man, to be fair, like, you're lower, like, dude, this is a great practice. This is a great experience. Like, at my chess club last year, we had a national master come in sometimes. And I won some games, but as you imagine, he's a national master. I lost most of them, but I think that was some great practice, some great experience. So, it's definitely... I think it'll definitely pay off for you doing this in the long run. But yeah, the queen slides there. They might be slightly better. They might be slightly better. They might be. Because I have quite the weakness. I'm not sure how to get away from this weakness. Like, Yeah. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Yeah, because you can't go there because of the pin. I am losing. I am losing. We're gonna have to give the pawn up though. That's pretty clear. You can't. There's no way you can keep the pawn. You're gonna have to give that up. And I lost my time advantage too. I should have done one of. I did the same thing I would have done in like a second. Just giving up the pawn and oh. well. I'm gonna slide over, out the way of this discovered attack. Because bishop there, the game's over on my side of things. There are some tactics, I will say. There are some tactics. We slide our king over. We're back up on time, as the position has required some calculation, and they're doing it. But they're losing some time on the clock because of that. They slide up. Oh, no. That's no. Here. Yeah, they could have been better, I think. And now we're equal, and I'll take that. I will take that after the way it was looking for a second. Up 20 seconds still as well. Yeah, I realize that's not that well. Bishop up. Not the sharpest play for me. But I don't really need the sharpest play anymore. Like, I just have to win on time. And when the sharpest play is required, yeah, I'm not going to trade anything because I want to make this difficult. As difficult as I can for them, because that's just the idea. You want to make it hard for them when they're lower on time. They're down 27 seconds now. We're going to have our king jump forward. Let's not get mated by accident. Take king over. And this is just a draw. But look at their clock. They have 30 seconds left. As long as I don't trade the bishops, it's pretty easy to win on time. Now, if I trade the bishops, it's probably easy for them to find ways like repetitions or something. Ooh. Yeah, actually probably, if anyone would win this game, say this was a sort of a real game. Like, it's a real game, but obviously I'm playing for time. They would be the ones that are winning, honestly. Here. Oh, whoa, no, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that. Cannot do that. They'd be winning. But 13 seconds left. I just have to time them out. Up. I am losing too, by the way. I messed up. Oh, this would be interesting. Is this winning? I don't know. Three seconds left. Yeah, they are just winning. Oh, I have a second left. Oh, no. Oh, no. I did not see my time. That's crazy. I thought I was up way more time than that. No, GG. We're up here to F4. And they're actually winning on the board, so that's a fair result. I should have lost that game. I got outplayed completely in the end game. Poor time management and everything. So me and Danto had both lost our game, but Danto won. No, Danto won that game. Okay, that's horrible then. GG. Great hold there at the end. I'm going to take down G3, then Bishop here to D3 on the next one, and then QC2. Yeah, we got to get a win. Danto is catching up now. And will be ahead of me with the win. Yeah. See, you got to be perfect to get first place in these tournaments. And that was not perfect. A lot of missed chances. But 19 minutes left. We still have a chance to make a comeback and try and maintain first. And if we play Danto, that would be even better. Because we'll have a chance to end their streak. Yeah, knight. Or they move their queen, take. And we got to make this game quick. Whether win or loss, like I just have to make quicker games. So I can get more. I've only played 7. Danto's at 8 playing their 9th. So I guess I'm only 1 behind. But that one, that could be worth 4 points. 2 to 4 points. You got to get as many as you can. This game we're up time. We're going to actually try and keep the time advantage this time versus just giving it up. I move our king forward and letting our rooks connect a little bit. Take here. Oh. Yeah, I say we're playing kind of bad right now. We're playing kind of bad. We were playing good for a little bit, but I mentioned it too. I was like, that game against FM, it showed like there's some cracks right now that I have to fix with my play. We saw our rook over here attacking. It's just not very good. Like, there's no other way to say that. I'm just not playing very good. They take, and then we can move our knight there to e5. But we still have some tournament left to turn this around. Wow, that is quite the move. Yeah, that's crazy. King back here. But we're going to slide over to guard this. That's kind of crazy. We're looking to attack the rook, but they're tying. They're down a minute. Now I need to actually look at my clock, though. We gotta look at... Yeah, good work, man. I told you, man. It'll pay off. It'll pay off. 100% this will pay off. You're already adapting. You're already adapting to playing people higher rated. But they go pawn forward. I was kind of hoping they did that. I want to get my rook in on their side of the board. That was my goal with that idea. Let's see what they do. Rook forward. Check. Here. And we're attacking this pawn here on b5. Getting my rook in was well worth it. They push forward. Take with check. You're attacking the king. Check. Take. And you're up 2 points of material. And here. They actually could have won a pawn, I'm pretty sure. We're going to push the pawn here to c4 now. The rook and the king anchor it. And then b5 on the next turn. They're going to slide the king over. And we're up on time. So we want to get a win after that loss there. Well, if we can hold on to it. Let's see if I can hold on to it. It looks like we will get a win, though. I'm going to slide our king here. And then... Oh, you can't move that. Rook over. Looking to get here on a6. Our rooks are active on these files. Slide here. Or slide down first. Right. Take. Oh. Well, that's a mistake, because now this is hanging. I didn't mess up, though. We want to win this game. Let's see, did Danto win? Danto's in first. No, I'm in first by 1, so this is the game we'll probably decide it. I gotta get this one. Gotta get this one. Let's go up here to e3, knight. We're gonna throw our pawn forward. Throw our bit. Oh, they have that. Try to set that up. Let's go bishop here. I don't want them to get that move, really. So knight's gonna slide. Castle, castle. Take. I guess they still get it in. Like I guess they still get it. The knight's gonna slide here. The exchange. And bishop back here. Alright, I get this amazing position. I mean, this is just beautiful. We have to figure out a way to defend it, though. We can't just admire. We have to defend our opponent, our enemy right now. Man, but that's like they're doing everything I want to do. Like, they're stopping it. I have nothing. Really, I have nothing. Alright, well, we have to find something, though. That's not acceptable. Queen's gonna slide here to c2. We'll have to figure out a way to get the time more on our side. They drop their queen back. I'm sure to reroute. Maybe rook over and bishop back. They can't draw this though. Yeah, I say they can't draw. That's one thing that I can use. They can't really draw the game, whereas I can, because they're down. And yeah, technically they could still win, but no one who's trying to win is going to take the chance. You know, like there's a chance that they draw that game and then we both just win out. You know, and they're not going to take that risk because they want to win. So they're going to have to play for a win. And I know that. And that's the only advantage I have given I'm getting cooked on the board. So I know that they're not going to play passive. That's the one thing I can guarantee. And maybe that gives away some of their ideas, but it's not. So far, I know I've known that the whole time, and I'm getting cooked. We go up here to F3. B3 is just an abysmal move because I can't move my knight there. We get our knight involved this way. All right, rook's going to take, and we have some life to get in the position. We have some fight left in us. The game's not over. The queen's going to drop in, taking on G6. And just like that, we're back in the game. Kind of in the driver's seat now. Take. They slide with their rook over. I don't love that. Okay. Let's drop our bishop back. Take. We have to watch that this is such a weak pawn. Bishop here, or they go here. Queen here guarding. We're down on time still. They've been moving quicker than I have. We gotta fix that immediately. That can't be the reason we lose the game. Alright, we're gonna go bishop here. Man, but they're just playing so good. Like, how do I see the problems, but it's like, how do you move quicker than this? You have to take some time to think about what you're doing. Alright, we're going to slide our rook in here. We're down 16 or 15 seconds. Oh, they had a better move. Oh, no, that's just fine. I thought they had something else. Yeah, tough. We're just down now. We're going to slide over out the way. Yeah, we just got outplayed in this game. I don't think there's a way to hold on. I say there's really no way. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go. Draw. We held it. We held it. We got the draw there. And that, we'll take that because now we're up one against. We're up one against. And if we're up 1, if we just win out, we gotta win quick though. We gotta win quick. That was a huge draw, huge hold after losing that bishop there with that queen to f3 tactic. Dude, that was tough. That was tough. That was tough. I don't know what I'm doing right here though. This is horrible. I don't know what I'm trying. I'm doing something different in a must-win game. I'm not serious. I'm not serious at all. What am I doing here? What is this? This is not good. Bishops want to slide here. Oh, we have to win, so it doesn't matter. And knowing we have to win, it's honestly a interesting feeling. It's a good feeling, because you know you can just play kind of whatever. Like you have to play till you get it to a victory. So you just gotta go. We're gonna take. Like obviously you can lose, but like you know you'll take chances. You'll take whatever tactic you can get. Castle, because they had bishop there. If you take the free pawn there. I did almost miss that though, so almost a pretty bad start to the game for me. And we're going to give this check here. And queen here. We're up 30 seconds. The time, I'm going to stop focusing on time, because I've been up on time the last 2 games, and we're sitting at like point QA4. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would have been pretty bad. Good thing that didn't happen. Let's move our rook over here. Rook over here. They attack the bishop. Bishop's going to drop back here to d7. And then we can have... yeah, they go to stop that. Rook's going to go here guarding this pawn in the center of the board. Queen's going to slide over guarding this. And they slide back over. Well, I can't draw 2 games in a row, unfortunately, so I won't be able to do that. We're going to drop our queen back. This is something. I have a bad pawn structure. We're going to have to go queen c5 or something. Their queen's looking to slide in. Okay, up here, attacking because they don't have this battery anymore. So we're going to attack that way. And then probably push up again. Alright. And then, oh, what am I doing? Queen's going to slide here, though. Let's go queen back here to g5. Because we want to guard there on h6 and get the queen trade. And we have to win on time. We have to actually look at the time. Like, we can't talk about time and then lose it or just look at it and watch it go away. They drop their queen back. Alright, let's throw... I don't know. Pawn up here. There's got to be some way to break through. We have an advanced pawn. Let's go here to e3. If they take, we'll take with the rook. Take check. Oh, I guess they've guarded that though now. Well, we've done it now. We're up. They have a minute left. Only a minute left on the clock. They attack my queen. Drop the queen back. Queen up. Back to this square because there's no pawn to kick it and no dark square to attack. This is stressful. What can we do? This is free. Let's take that. Go up some material. But there is no way you can force anything. Okay, their queen's going to slide in. Let's go rook down. If their rook comes up, you just take it? Or do you go rook here? They have 30 seconds left. They have to make these quick decisions. Snap decisions. Because they're going to lose on time if they don't. And they may have found the right ways forward. Check. I think they did. I think they did find the right way forward. Go queen down, though. Check. Now I think I do have a mate idea. Check and then mate. Alright, huge win. Not a pretty game, but sometimes you just gotta win. You just gotta... how it looks isn't great, but yeah. The rook goes down. Let's go next game immediately. Did Danto win? No, I think Danto lost. Wait. Did Danto win? Let's see. Danto did win. Okay. So the score is not accurate. Danto has 25 and I have 26. I mean, oh, we're playing each other again. So I could stall, actually. I could stall, and I may do that. I'll play for real, but for first place the game, I don't know. I may have to. We drop our bishop back. Bishop's going to slide up. We're going to castle here. They move. We're going to move our knight, and this is literally the same setup. Oh my! This is literally the same setup that they got last time. I didn't make any adjustments, but yeah. In a move or two, I'll be able to stall. We'll see how that goes, though. B4. But that's not as entertaining. Little knight here to C5. Attacking their bishop here on E6. So knight C5 looking to attack. We'll at least get our knight. We don't go for that B3 idea we did last game. That was utterly ridiculous. I mean, it was just a horrible move in hindsight. They slide their queen over. Take this pawn here and then go back here to C5, getting up some material. Ultimately, probably a useless. Oh, but this isn't useless. Now we take that, and let's go here. I mean, I want to just trade down. Like a draw is perfectly okay with me, but beyond a draw, I want this game to last the entire time, so they can't get a quick win. So I want to try and hold this for 2 minutes because I'm up. Yeah, they can't trade, but that leads to some mistakes because of bishop here. Winning the rook there on F. Yeah, even that doesn't really matter. You can just go queen back. This is just, it's stuck forever. Like, they could never do anything that would stop that from being stuck. Or unstuck that. That's not a word. What would you say there? Whatever it is, they can't get, that would have been there forever. Like, there's no deflection unless they just took the bishop. Rook's going to slide over. And now we wait a little bit. Alright. We need... What do we need? We need this rook gone. Maybe we just go here and try and take this pawn out the way. That's an accident. And go here to A4. That could be the idea if they take the rook will capture back. They drop the bishop back. So that stops that idea, but it lets the queen get in here. And we could really just shuffle rooks at that point. Alright, rook over. Again, putting pressure on that. They slide over again. Queen down now. We have more squares with the bishop not on this diagonal. Oh, you can't take with that first, though. So do you really have more squares is the question. Dropping back again. Rook forward. I can draw this at any point. The issue with drawing it, though, is again that someone could just lose to them instantly, which is not how I'd like to lose the tournament. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to actually sack my rook, I think, and go rook here to C5, just to keep the game alive. Oh, they don't go for it. Yeah, I want to keep the game alive here, and we're going to go queen here, and I hope they take. Alright, so there's no repetition. We're up a pawn, and we just have to figure out a way to turn this into a nothing game. But 9 seconds are left, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to go pawn up here. We just have to keep some moves on the board, and we get the win by 1 point. We barely three-peat, but I did get the three-peat. Let's announce the winners. I get first 8.5 for 10, and then Danto in second 8.5 for 11. Same score, less games for me. It was very competitive. Took to the last game, the last minute, 2 minutes and 30-ish. And then Mac here in third place, 7 for 11 with 90 points, and 18 points here for 4. So very impressive, very fun tournaments. So that'll be the end of this stream. If you want to support me, I'm PJ's Chess on Instagram, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Almost at 1,000 subs, so sub up. I have some videos coming out tomorrow. I'm sure I'll go over my Collegiate Chess League double overtime win, and then if you want to follow my Twitch on PJ's Chess 993. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the support. Now be on later today. Well, appreciate that, Jackson. Glad you enjoyed.